Mad Mel, your thoughts on Booker to Dallas?
Absolutely love the pick. You look at him, 6'6", 325. He's a big son of a bitch, obviously. I think the thing that really put him over the top and kind of got this done, we heard the clip from last year. Jerry knew how big his hog was.
Easy now. Come on.
That's kind of what took him over the edge.
For that.
But that's the second pick
That's
here.
good scouting.
They're trying to they give you cheese and they tell you to go fuck yourself.
No, I know.
With the cheese. They want him to fuck himself with the cheese.
Okay.
Oh, they want you to eat it. They want you to
Eat it.
Oh, no.
He's going to eat it, right?
Oh, no.
Fucking Marks! Yeah, right! Good healing. Idiots, man.
All right. We appreciate you all so much for hanging with us. For everybody that watched at home, you're the greatest. Let's remember.
Easy.
All right, we're going to hang on to the Sargento. We'll enjoy that later. Do you drink your own urine? What? I don't know. That's what he did.
Hell no.
That's what he did. That's what AJ
To get
did.
better. Have not.
Who told you that?
He just did this with Johnny Damon. It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
but no.
I've heard of that before. Too.
Bingo, yeah, right
Any
here.
basketball players you know?
To each his own.
Oh no, I don't. No judgment if
No,
you
no,
do.
no
But I
respect.
understand. My pee is so hot. I'm not drinking it.
Why not? You put it in the fridge.
Well, yeah, cool. Freeze
Yeah.
it. I would never.
Cost a couple
I've
ice
never
cubes.
said
Oh,
never.
nice.
I've not
Yeah.
tried it.
So what do you do?
Can I say
Heat
something
cone.
real quick? Yesterday I'm watching on my phone all these very esteemed famous women go to space, and I'm thinking to myself, laughing, can your crew go to space?
No.
No thanks.
Can we get this group to space?
You ever read
Now,
what
I
Bill
know.
Shatner said?
Yeah, those ladies have a lot more courage than we do, bub. I will tell you that.
You wouldn't go?
No. What are you talking about? I need to see that thing at
We can
least
pretend like we did, though.
100, 150 times. I need to see success on a regular basis. That's why the courage it takes to sign up for that, I think, next level. I don't know if we have it, Shregs. You would go, it sounds like.
No, hell no, I can't. I mean, my feet. I don't skydive. I don't go on roller coasters. I am a complete, you know what, when it comes to that stuff. But you guys seem like you do anything.
What?
I'm
But
not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Start
There's a
with-
couple words started in my head.
What group of what was the group that went yesterday?
Women.
Dale King, Katy Perry,
Perry, I can.
Bezos' wife.
Okay.
yep, Lauren Sanchez.
Yep.
Is her name? She led the group.
You know, a lot of women were not happy. You saw Emrat. I love Emily Ratajkowski. She came out. She was not happy.
I did not know who you were talking
What's wrong?
to, but I
Why
do
isn't she
know
happy?
Emily Ratajkowski, the name.
Olivia
Didn't
Wilde.
like it. Thought it wasn't good for the environment.
elsewhere.
I mean, did you guys watch the video of the spaceship going up into space?
Yeah.
Because it didn't look real to me.
Okay. All right. Not getting into that.
I'm just
We
saying.
appreciate you so much, Shrek. Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate you
Love you
doing
guys.
that. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Schrager. Thanks, Shrek. What's his problem?
No, I'm
Shrek's
serious.
knew exactly what he was doing. right
I'm with
there.
him on that one. I saw the video as
I
well.
agree.
Boy, it looked.
I saw Katie floating, I thought, on a video. I was on a plane for a lot of the day yesterday. So.
Yeah, we can't CGI that.
Okay, we're not doing this with everything. Congrats to them going to space.
Maybe.
I didn't expect that from you, Ty.
Well,
I didn't expect.
yeah, I mean, we're talking nasty here. We're not talking about Bezos' little Mickey Mouse penis-shaped thing that he just set up.
You think that's Mickey Mouse?
I do think it's Mickey Mouse. Like you said, 100 to 150 times. I need to see that thing go up in space 100 million times before I'd get inside there. Did you see Bezos when he was coming to open the hatch, walk in that crater that it landed on? It. I mean, it just. Oh man, he took a header. It was. That thing just comes down in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you see Katy Perry kiss the dirt like Jesus Christ. I thought we were dead up there.
Amen. Yeah, I understand. That's why what you're saying. I don't think I saw the reaction afterwards. There was a real, thank God we're back and everything like that, which I'm very appreciative. But the courage it takes to go
Oh my God.
is something that I do not have. I've been skydiving before. Sugar brother did it one time. Cool. We're checking the box.
Same.
We are good with fighting gravity. Okay, we are done with that. I am a land animal, which I think is what Schrager was going to say. I'm a big, you know what? I think he was going to say land animal.
I don't
Right.
think
Yep,
that's what
That was it. That was it.
I honestly had no idea, but they kissed the ground. Yeah, it's called a work, brother. They're trying. They gotta sell it, man. They gotta let you know, like, boy, it was really, really scary up there. NASA actually changed the rules after all these people were like, let's go to space, because you get your pin or whatever. And NASA was like, okay, now we have to change it because it's not just going to space anymore, and all these people are doing it for fun.
What was the Red Bull guy? that passed
Felix
Baumgartner.
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Yeah. Now that guy went.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear shit about Baumgartner.
He went a balloon.
Now that's real. That's a hero. Okay.
He passed out on the way up.
Oh, yeah. Tumbling
Yeah.
head over feet.
He was just going to go. He was gone.
Yeah.
He was going to be with those cars, that Tesla cars that are just floating around. He was going to be
for
part
the
of
moon.
space junk.
Yeah.
He was going to be good because he passed out. Do you remember this? We were watching it live.
Yeah.
Watch this guy live. He's going to attempt the biggest base jump in the history of the world.
I gotta see it.
And is that guy out? That guy's out.
He was doing 30 G's coming down and passed out.
He fell out. No, he passed out on the way up.
Oh, was?
I think he passed out on the way up, and then he fell out of the thing. They kind of fell out.
Quick push him.
He was spinning
so fast,
1,000 miles an hour, maybe. This guy
coming off.
He was in a spacesuit. He had a Red Bull spacesuit on. He was in this little rocket thing that was like going up, and he was going to do the highest base jump. I think is what it was. Jesus Christ, I remember this.
It's like out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, and he is past the point of where he was supposed to be. We think he's potentially out. Like people were like scared this guy never going to leave, and then somehow he ends up out of the thing, and it's just a full on.
Yeah.
Waking up in the middle of that shit.
Falling through the atmosphere, through the different ozones, and then I don't know when he came back to it. He had to be so sick. Oh my God!
Flat.
No, he did not. He survived. Congrats, Felix. Proud of you, Felix.
Felix.
But yeah, that one cemented home we're not going up there.
No.
Okay. Wow. We're not going up there. It's crazy how much like water is like space, seemingly. You know. Mm-hmm. I watched a guy break an egg underwater. Did you see this? It was a video that hit my algorithm. No. And the yolk and the egg just kind of floated there, just like you would think whenever it was space there. I don't like being in water. I don't want to be in space.
What are you more scared of?
Personally?
Yeah.
Never been in space, so I'm okay with not being scared of it. Water scares the shit out of me, though. I don't like the.
Really? You're more scared of, dude.
I've never been in space. You can just sign up not to go. Water, you can fuck around and just fall from the sky. It's going to start happening. Like space ain't just going to start falling from the sky. Maybe. That is a fear. Every once in a while, there'll be a new tweet, too. It's like, did you know that within a light year of Earth, a asteroid flew by that we did not know was coming? It's okay. It's past us now. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. I've seen a lot of movies that have that thing in there. I hope we have a nice little shield.
We do. Of junk. It's a junk shield. I for some reason last night while I was in bed, pictured myself in space because I was looking at all this stuff and I was seeing a bunch of tweets like that. Boy, I was so scared.
William Shatner said,
yeah,
don't ever go.
Yeah.
It completely changed my life for the worse.
Don't think about going up there.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing.
You look up there and you say, we're this is all for naught. Get me back down to the lonely ass planet Earth. Mm-hmm. That's what he said when he came back.
Oh yeah.
Katy Perry had a pretty emotional response whenever she came back. I'd assume it's crazy whenever you go up there.
Well, they did it.
Thank God. All right.
Walker, how you doing? You're glowing. How are you?
I'm doing great. You guys look good. Obviously, UD is dressed beautifully and looks amazing. So, yeah, he's a very, very classy gentleman.
Yeah, he's super professional. Are you making fun of the rest of us? Sounds like that was what that was.
I mean, look at me. I'm wearing a sweatshirt, UD. I have no room to speak. But, yeah, I love guys that can put it together, and he sounds great.
Hey, Holy hell.
Well, Hawk, I tell you what, you the only guy that called me and said it's beautiful, and I was actually, I appreciated it.
When he complimented you?
Yeah, that was the first time that happened. I appreciated that.
Look at AJ Hawk on top of Feel the Pain Bridge.
Hey.
AJ, good for you, man. Everybody's taking a photo of you just chilling up there. Big smiles, big smiles.
Give him a hype speech. AJ, get him.
AJ, the people are wondering what you have to say about the Indiana Pacers tonight in Game 6.
Oh, yeah. I love these. I love giving these, especially the one shot. The old one shot on the motivational speeches. Yeah. Guess what, boys? Nothing needs to be said. Their backs are against the wall. Yeah. We've heard TJ McConnell. He said, hey, we're going to give everything we have tonight and go bring home a victory and take this thing to Game 7.
Yes. When TJ said, you got to believe it.
Mm-hmm. Anything else, AJ?
Yeah, keep going.
Anything else?
This one shot on the Jumbotron is a little bit overkill, but, hey, here we go. We're all here today, guys.
A lot of people say, I'm not a good enough friend to you. Connor's not a good enough friend to you. They say Tongue's not a good enough friend to you.
Why are they saying that?
Because they say you almost poop your pants way too often, and that should be talked about.
What should we do?
Ty?
I mean, not a whole lot. I have a physical illness, a physical disability that I've had for a long time. So, when people say, hey, you should try taking probiotics, it's like, oh, wow, I never fucking thought of that. You think I like doing this? You think I like eating something very plain and then 2 hours later it's like, hey, sorry, I'm legitimately gonna shit my pants if I can't go right now. You think it's fun just sitting there with a stomach ache? It feels like you have a goddamn mortar shell inside your stomach. No, it's not great. It's not great. But am I just gonna eat a plain turkey sandwich from Subway for the rest of my life with nothing on it? No, I'm not going to do that either. So it's kind of
every once in a while you need a little za.
You need some za, okay?
At 10:30 a.m.
Exactly, or at 11 p.m. When eating it. Hey, guess what? Eating this and then piggybacking it with a 45-ounce coffee the next morning. You might run into some issues. Listen, everybody on this earth has a cross to bear. That's my cross to bear. It's just something I got to deal with. It's something I'm going to do. So I don't ever think, hey, you need to be a better friend to me deciding what's going in my stomach. I live with that, and I'm doing just fine.
This is from yesterday, obviously. And you did make it, right? Is what we're being told?
I did make it. It was a photo finish, but I did make it.
How come you didn't slide across the ring? D-Butt wanted you to maybe way in there.
I considered it. I had a pair of nice Lululemon slacks on. I love those. I wear those all the time. If my stomach would have hit the ring, I would have. I would have fucking blown out the backside of my pants big time. And I don't really, doing that's one thing. I don't really need to see a bunch of people on TV seeing me explosively shit my pants. So that's why I decided not to dive into the ring. I'll consider it next time. I will. Okay. I'll consider doing it next time.
Well said.
I don't mean to laugh in your face.
No,
I'm laughing with you here.
I've been dealing with this since I was 16.
But it's the greatest. The thing that's the greatest about it is it does happen a lot on the show.
Yeah.
People don't even know, obviously, outside the show, think about how many times this potentially happens to Ty and how he feels this way. But we'll watch what Ty's eating for breakfast. And we'll all go, well, seems like there's about a nuke on deck.
It's coming.
Yeah, and I did appreciate, I got some real messages from people that are like, somebody's got to be the adult and tell Ty that he needs to lock in here. This is not how it's supposed to go. You guys need a dietitian at the Thunderdome. You need somebody to come in there and talk about nutrition.
Okay.
At the Thunderdome. It's like, I'm sure Ty will listen.
Okay.
Would you like to talk to Ty?
You want to bring a PowerPoint deck and show everybody how they should eat and how Ty should eat?
This guy's an adult. He's got kids. Okay.
Yeah, we're in the business of telling other adult males, how they should live their life.
Speaking of, Tone, we need you to start taking care of yourself a little bit. All right. How are those books?
Huh?
I'm doing well, man. Doing very well.
Isn't it amazing that they've just remained titleless, authorless, nameless?
Yep.
Because after I read them, I put them right back in the same spot.
Yeah, but after you read them, you say, all right, I don't need to know the name of this book anymore or the author.
File it off.
File it off, yeah. And just put it right back up there. Only I can know what book this is. Not a single... The blue one, I guess, has a name, but I think it's because you wrote it on there. What was the name? What was the name of the blue one there? What is the name of that book?
I believe that was Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. That was A-Rod's thing. I got that right over the shoulder.
Yeah, that book club was a fun run. Do you remember the book club run?
Oh yeah.
We had, nobody will give us credit for this, obviously, because we're doofuses. I think we were part of the second largest book club on earth. Mm-hmm. Okay, Oprah has hers. Going to be tough to catch up to. But if you go by just strictly people that bought Aaron Rodgers book club merch, let alone the people that participated and followed along, just merch, we had thousands and thousands of people following along with this book club. And then the analysis of the books that were chosen by people it was, what did you give us, a Bible one time? What was that book?
The Fingerprints of the Gods.
Fingerprints of the Gods. All right, next week we'll get a new book. For this week, I want you to read this 4,000 pages. Yeah,
it's a little dense,
and it was.
And then he would drop one in there just to.
And funny enough.
Hey, why don't we read about what happened in insert name of controversy of the past that relates to today. Mm-hmm. Just read this one. I'll see you next week or whatever it is.
Yeah, Fingerprints of the Gods, pretty funny now with the new info about the pyramids, isn't it?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know. Let's just say I looked into giant.
What's underneath?
Where did he go last OTAs?
He went over to Egypt, June 6th, 2024. Right, 6/6/24.
Mm-hmm. Did he discover the stuff underneath?
What if he put his palms on there? There's some energy coming.
Started shifting.
Yeah. There's some chambers down here. We got to check this out.
Hold on now.
Where the fuck is the energy coming from? Can you feel it? And then you got whoever he was with, who we probably know, going,
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, in my toes.
And then putting their hand on his shoulder, and on the pyramid. Oh. That might be how they found it.
Yeah, actually.
Let's get some light. Can we get some LiDAR out here? These guys are feeling it for sure.
Hey, the guy said they felt some things. Who? Sir Aaron Rodgers and
his
tattoo. You should have seen them all shaking together. Yeah.
His tattoo on his arm lights up. Starts glowing.
No. You're right.
Starts hitting the light switch like he's Merriman.
That'd be great.
We don't know.
There's a chance
That's
possible.
what
It's
we don't
possible.
know. And if you're going to report what we just said, just know that we do not have any firm truth that is the case.
No.
We're just letting you know it could be.
Yeah.
With Aaron Rodgers, fucking could be.
Yeah, he legitimately might have gone down.
Could be the truth. He could have thrown a football. That thing lands in the desert, big hole in the sand. He goes down to get it, and he feels some pulsing.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Is this thing alive? You feel this? Somebody else comes in. They might have got a shovel out. The reason why I couldn't make the OTAs, they might have had a shovel, and then all of a sudden they're 2 miles deep, and they're like, holy fuck.
Then the sand parts like the Red Sea, and he just walks to the...
And then someone comes out, we've been waiting for you, Aaron Rodgers.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's true or not.
No.
Okay,
And it's Artie Smith.
it could have been Arthur Smith.
Yeah, with his brother drinking beer.
Love his brother.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the back of the pub. CEO of FedEx.
Welcome home, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I can see that.
One of, if not the greatest performer in the history of WrestleMania. In fact, WrestleMania probably exists because of this man. Ladies and gentlemen, the immortal Hulk Hogan.
Hulkamaniacs, dude! Right here, thank you. Come on, baby. Let's go, it's Mania season. Hey, fuck you too, dude. You fucking mark. Yeah, baby. I wasn't going to go right away, dude. Come on, brother. I do, bag race suit. Oh, how you doing, Hulkster? Doing damn good.
Hey, it looks like you've been drinking a little too much of that real American beer.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the greatest American Pilsner you're going to find out there. It's hard not to have 6, 12, 18, 24 tonight. Cole, come on, brother.
How come these people are booing you out here? Is that Michael Cole getting booed, baby?
It sounds like Michael Cole's maybe getting booed. Hey, listen, these marks come out here. They get all excited. You know, it's Mania season. I get it. Show me some goddamn respect, dude. Especially you, brother. I see you, brother. We'll get back to these people past Mania season. And I'm the GOAT, so, you know, it's a great time coming back home.
Well, thank you for joining us, legends, all-stars, WWE fan, Darius J. Butler. Oh.
Hey, fuck you, dude! Keep it coming! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
Can we get back to the picks, please?
I'm trying, dude.
To not just the corporations, but to the corporation, the red one.
Oh. Hey, shut up, fat ass. I'm looking at you, pal. Yeah, you. Hey, boom. 22s, 24s. You can come get them anytime you want, brother.
What the? Did he introduce himself to you as Terry Bollea?
Yeah, he did.
Such a gentleman. I did not know that was possible.
I knew, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mommy is here.
I'll level with you guys. Hulkster's got a pretty good headache, and I might be having like a fucking brain aneurysm. So
that'd be a shame.
A couple things are kind of coming and going as we get closer to the end of the show here, dude. I'd love another ice cold beer as well, dude.
There's a bunch left. There's a bunch left.
Good.
You finally drunk a good one.
He talked shit on your real American beer.
Who did?
Darius Butler.
So which beer?
Hey, guess what, D-Buck? We don't want you buying it anyway.
Hulk,
He was born in Germany.
Everybody.
He was born in Germany. Debo was
Exactly.
born in Germany.
He was born. Hey, yeah.
He was
You
born in-
scumbags. He was born on a military base in Germany. That's what I meant. Come on, dude.
Military base.
Military base was more American.
Still Germany, not in the US of A, brother.
I mean, there's a lot going on for the Joker of these pregame entertainment with the suit he wore. I like that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I like everything the Joker's doing. I wish he could piece it together, although I understand that Oklahoma City feels like they have a team that can maybe go on a run. Let's talk about the West. Great shit here. Great.
So cool.
This is what I'm talking about, Joker.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
That's a nice suit, though. That's a nice suit. I got to give it up.
Yeah, and Joker wouldn't normally do this type of thing. You know, wouldn't play these types of games beforehand. Dressing up like Heath Ledger, obviously from A Dark Knight, as the Joker. I mean, that is awesome. Everything that
That's
I've
my
seen.
favorite movie, by the way.
Me
That's
too.
my favorite movie, by the way.
Banger.
But what's the quote about being a hero or living long enough?
Yeah, you either live long enough to be a hero or you
No, you
I
either
completely
die
botched it.
a hero.
Yeah, you either die a hero, live long enough to
See
I
yourself.
No,
become the villain.
become the villain. Become the villain. There you go.
Favorite movie, huh?
Yeah, no, watch that one again.
All right, Sean. Okay, let's stay in the West, shall we? Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Sean, I was looking at the other series, the Warriors still not playing with Steph Curry. I mean, that was unbelievable. You screwed that up so bad. People who haven't seen that movie know that quote. Just throwing that out there.
What a beautiful time. But you did forget, I believe F1 Saudi Arabia is this weekend as well. So that might be top thing for people to, especially guys like Darius, I want to see.
AJ, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
welcome.
that. Coming off the Bahrain Grand Prix.
In Japan?
The what?
In Bahrain.
Okay.
It's a country.
Bahrain.
Jesus.
Yes.
No, but they were just
Uncultured
in
swine.
Japan.
They were. It was
Thank
Japan
you.
before
Who
that.
won? Who's been
I'm
winning?
glad
Yeah,
the
who
program
won?
was dialed in.
Where's Bahrain?
Who won?
Oh no, Bachi.
Lando, sorry.
Bachi doesn't know, brother.
Master, we just talked about every Mania. I mean, big night out.
You
Still
can-
on my mind. It's a
You
lot.
can end the gimmick.
It was a lot
Now we
going
know.
on.
Now
But
we know.
I believe Lando
You don't
won.
like it.
Yeah.
Lando, I think George Russell came in second.
You think?
George Russell, huh?
Yeah, the singer?
Yep.
And then,
All right.
It's George Michael.
Third podium. Good race, though. Good race.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Where in the world is that?
Good race.
Bahrain.
Oh, no, Piastri won.
That's what I said.
Oscar?
Piastri, Lando's teammate.
Pistorius is racing cars now?
Poor little Tink Tink is out there in the F1.
Every team has scored points. It's just
They got this guy coming out to this race. You got to check in over here, Tink Tink.
Walked in with the pedals on his
he
feet.
free? He's not free.
Has the gas and the brake pedal already attached
I don't think
to
he's
his
free,
feet.
no.
Yeah, he's
Locks
No,
in.
they
Pat Williams had no idea
No idea.
at the time what that was going to become. They got this man dropping. Tink, tink, tink. That was cheating.
Paper.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy that we all understand that now, and it's like we're allowed to say that. I wanted to say it at the time, and I did say it at the time, and I was considered a bad guy. Like, you don't want this guy to be able to compete with everybody else. Why? Because it's like, well, was calf ever cramp? Would there ever be any? It feels like an advantage. You can just tighten those things up. You know, guys get tired as the meets go on. He was getting fresher somehow. He was getting more bounce in per dance than everybody else. And then obviously Cat Williams thought the same exact thing. He said, what we got this guy? And then he, what happened, happened.
Good bit.
That was unbelievable. Cat, there was a time there where Cat was releasing an hour every single year.
Man.
It was.
The Pimp Chronicles.
He's still bringing it in interviews.
Yeah, he's still
as well.
bringing it. Yeah, Cat Williams always going to bring it, it does feel like. Poor little Tink Tink. He's racing F1?
No,
Yeah,
Oscar.
Tink Tink's out. He's out of jail.
Piastri.
No way. How?
Yeah.
Mr.
I believe he's out. I believe I saw somebody's got a girlfriend.
I think he picked the lock
Yeah.
with his.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, he escaped?
What's your problem?
Prison break?
How does that work? And there's no way they let him have metal in there, right?
No. He's
Some sort of carbon
sliding
fiber.
around.
What?
He has to. He doesn't have a choice. Those things are weapons. You can't have those in there. Are you kidding me?
2 wooden planks, maybe?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know if they let him do that.
Rest in peace, obviously, to his girlfriend, I believe, fiance. Sure. Mm-hmm. That whole thing. Mm-hmm. What a wild scene down there. Okay, joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who has more inside information than all. I mean, the thought of whenever he was running, this guy was the hero.
Oh yeah.
Remember, he was like the story of the entire thing.
How did he get around? How did he get around in prison? I can't stop thinking about it.
No, well, it's not about. It's not about.
Take him away. They couldn't.
They had to.
They couldn't. Maybe he's a solitary.
They just didn't give him his running legs. He got like his walking slow legs.
No,
that aren't
those have weapons.
The blades were for racing.
I remember when they told us how bad of people we were. You know, if we didn't agree with what was, like, hey, this guy's a hero. This is, you need to be on board with this entire thing. It's like, I am. I'm thankful that this guy is powering through something. But this does feel like this is a little bit, maybe something. And then
you said that you were out there first.
Early. I was just thinking to myself, like, if somebody came into the NFL and just had one leg to kick, that was, I would not be. I would think, well, that seems to be unfair.
Guy's got a carbon fiber leg.
But then me acting like that's unfair through the life that they've had to, so then you have to take all different angles. And I understand that now at this age, but I thought to myself, wow, that was wild. And then Kat just kind of beautifully illustrating what his life was like before the race even started, what they were doing to him. That really opened my eyes a little bit more. But yeah, I was attacked a little bit.
There's no sign up at all? By the way, he was transferred to a jail for disabled prisoners.
Okay.
Still locked up.
Okay.
I don't know if he's. I hope.
No, he's out. He's out.
But that still doesn't really explain. Like, so did he have wheelchair?
There was moving walkways and stuff.
It sounds like a very high-tech jail.
Yeah.
From what it sounds like. I was on a run there watching all the jail docs.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
Black Dolphin.
Abroad.
Yeah,
that was scary. That'll really make you act right. The Black Dolphin over there in Russia is really problematic.
Play no games over there.
You do not want to go over there.
Yeah.
That's why whenever everything happened with Griner, I mean, it was like so scary. It's like, I don't know if their jails play by the same rules as our jails. And then there was one in like Iceland where, Iceland or Greenland I watched, where they were just kind of leaving for the day. See you tonight.
I saw the same one. Yeah, I saw that.
What? They're in jail. Yeah. All right, I'm going downtown here and trying to do a lap. I'll be back 8 p.m. Yeah, I'll sleep in here tonight, I guess.
They came back.
Just come on back. Yeah, that was basically just kind of
not a bad deal.
Checking in, checking out every single day. Go down.
Shelter.
Dude, I got to go to work. I'm going to go make society better. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go down and I'll come back. Yeah, just checking back in. That was Greenland.
Wow.
And obviously, you've been learning about a lot of jails down with the international stuff. There's some places you don't want to be.
Yeah.
There's some places you don't want to be.
Bolivia.
Obviously, any jail is not a place that you want to go to. As a man that was in one for about 12 hours or so, solitary confinement's a real deal, bro.
Time.
It's a hard time. Nobody talks about it. Toilet was broke, smelled like shit. It was my fault, for sure. But I was thinking about escape. I was like, how could I Andy Dufresne out of this thing in 12 hours? I couldn't imagine being in there full time. Hope everybody learns their lesson.
That's right.
Speaking of jail, people are saying J.D. Vance deserves to go to jail for what he did at a national championship.
No.
AJ, what happened? Okay.
All right, they need to design this national championship trophy much better. Why does the top glue that sucker in? I got some super glue. I'll put some super glue in there for you.
Oh, no.
Guy don't watch
It's
ball.
a two-part trophy. You got to let people know it's a two-part trophy.
You watch ball, you know.
Well, I think
You're right.
I think we know because that thing's been standing right in front of us a few times. J.D. Vance no. Yeah, people hoist trophies above their head. He had no idea it came with a nice stand.
Sure.
It's a good stand.
Sheath.
I'll tell you what, I seen this because J.D. Vance, Ohio guy. That's a big part of the story. So Ohio State coming to the White House to celebrate national championship. What number is Trump wearing, AJ?
47. He's the 47th president.
What number were you?
I actually wore that same number about 20 years ago at Ohio State.
What is your birthday?
Yeah. My birthday? Why is that relevant?
Just tell me what your birthday is after seeing
January 6th is the date I was born.
Okay, so your jersey was given to President Trump. January 6th is your birthday. Really feels like they're trying to make AJ Hawk as happy as he possibly could. When you saw this with J.D. Vance and the boys, what was your first thought?
Well, I actually had multiple people from around here that sent this to me with the 47 jersey, thinking, "Oh, it looks like yours, bud." Like, yeah, that might be a throwback that someone might make and try to wear around now, I guess, with Trump on the back.
I wonder if he'll ask you for your autograph, and I wonder if J.D. Vance has had, say anything about learning about the trophy being a two-parter. two-piecer. I didn't think that was good omen for the next Ohio State Buckeyes.
no.
I didn't think that was good omen, personally. I did see that there was a lot of conversation on the internet. Once again, these are things that we do not create but do happen on the internet. We are just observing and reporting things that are taking place on the internet. Ryan Day does not dye his beard. That's a big piece of information.
Wow. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I definitely believe that.
100% bullshit. Not true.
That's cap.
That came directly from the Day family. Said, nope, this is how
Nina,
it is.
his wife. Came from Nina.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak ill against Nina.
Oh, Nina said it?
Yep, she did. She said, I'm with him every day. And then the general, Bob Carpenter, came out and said, I see Ryan Day every single day. It is dark every single day.
Wow.
The guy has a great beard. They have a great team. They obviously have a lot of NIL money, and they have a trophy that's been dropped at the White House. I don't think that has happened ever before. Maybe it's a good omen. Maybe this team's unique. Maybe that leads to them going back to back in college football playoffs.
Yeah, the general part, I don't know, because if Nina Day told the general to eat poop, he'd do it. So let's not act as though.
I think Bobby Carpenter would eat poop.
Yeah.
If it was to lock in another national championship.
Without what it gets you, I guess, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you're telling me I eat this poop national championship again?
10-win season.
Okay.
Fuck it.
As long as we beat Michigan, brother.
You'd be drinking. So I don't know about that.
Friend of the program, host of College Game Day. Wow.
What?
Wow. Wait till you guys see him. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah.
Wow. Herbie. Wow. Kirk, you look good, brother.
What?
Wow. Which beach haven't we been
tan.
to?
Frosted
Oh,
tips?
my God.
Holy shit.
How's the red light therapy? Are we getting massages every day? Jeez, you look good. You're glowing. Herbie, you're glowing. Wow.
Stop. How you guys been, man? I haven't seen you. I haven't talked to you.
Yeah, no, not a lot of,
The whitest teeth I've
not a
ever
lot of
seen.
service in Fiji and stuff like that. Happy to see you look amazing. Hey, Herbie.
Kirk.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
You are glowing, Herbie.
Look at you right
You look
now.
unbelievable.
Stop, dude. What are you guys talking about?
Talking
What
about
are you guys breaking down now? What's
Well, right now I think it's a
what's going on?
moisturizing treatment. I don't know.
face.
Yeah, this particular Caucasian skin is not supposed to do this. You look better now than you looked 20 years ago, man.
Yeah.
You look unbelievable, Herbie.
It's my mom. My mom gave me, I guess, decent skin. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no remedies.
Decent.
I have no remedies. I have nothing. I wish I did.
You should get some Papa Tui going, you know. Obviously, that'll get you going in there. You know all about it.
Apparently, they're out. Like, I don't understand why teams are out. It has to be something, whether it's
Strictly because
asking
everybody
price.
feels disrespected. Everybody feels like this guy disrespected college ball.
They got to set the standard right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
They draw the line in the sand for the coach. That's why I asked the collusion question about Pete, and I knew what his answer was going to be. But I mean, that's got to be a realistic question because.
But
of
like
that.
Lincoln's got to win. Lincoln don't give a fuck about the
Well, that's what
collusion
I'm
thing
saying.
right now. Like,
I thought that was going to be Pete's answer. Pete basically said it's a Star Wars bar.
Yeah.
Which I don't
I laugh.
understand the
I didn't
reference,
get that
but
either.
I get the reference. There's
Right.
a lot of characters in Star Wars.
Exactly. Mos Eisley Cantina. You know, there's a lot of different kinds of people there. Obviously, you know.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah. You're not just getting a bunch of the same people. It's kind of everybody's got a different bag with them.
Who are some of the people?
I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, so
Jabba
I
the
could.
Hutt.
I could.
Boba.
Yeah, there you go. Boba Fett.
Yoda.
Grogu. You know, characters of this nature. Sure. Yeah.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Obviously. Obi-Wan. Maybe like
Obi-2.
Maybe like a Darth Maul.
There it is.
You know, something of that.
Qui-Gon
of that
Jinn.
nature. Yeah. Sure. Samuel Jackson. Jar Jar Binks, obviously from the back. Thank you. Samuel L. Jackson was in one of the Star Wars. Mace Windu, I believe
There
is
it
his
is.
name.
Yep.
So characters of that ilk. You could say.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ty P.
You bet.
Joining us now. What were you going to say? You had something on
Well, that's why the collusion feels real because like this will set the standard now.
I mean, if he's 60 years old, I would assume he's been acting before he was 20. He was in some of those old school movies. Yeah, like the longevity is unheard of with what this guy does.
So there's been a lot of talk about him chit-chatting with the movie theater employees and like thanking them for what they do and then diving into the convo about, popcorn, how much they like popcorn. He needs 2 big things of popcorn when he's at the movies. I think he literally just wants to promote the movie industry. Like everything about him is just movies. We need to promote the movie theaters. And then the way he eats popcorn, it's a man that's comfortable around a bag of popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
He's comfortable with popcorn. I mean, there's hang time.
May
on the
lose a few
kernel.
kernels.
Yeah,
That's fine. The popcorn.
Yeah.
What?
Fun fact, that's all he eats. That's his entire diet.
You said did D-Butt.
I just want to see the video.
If you question if Tom Cruise is eating popcorn again,
Look at this. You can clearly see the popcorn. Boom.
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 It's in his cheek right there. Boom. 2 of them. Maybe 3 in there. We don't know. Sleight of hand.
there's a ton in there. His mouth is fucking.
That guy right
full.
next to him's going, Jesus, this guy's playing catch with popcorn with himself.
There's no cooler way. His mouth is full.
I promise you.
I can't believe you just said that.
Just ask.
Me and you are about to
Just ask.
Ryan Clark RG3 this
No!
You keep talking junk about TC, I'll go there.
We told him, well, there was a third party jump in there, too.
Well, that will probably be Ty, I assume.
We don't need that. Boys, put swords down. There's enough enemies already. Boys.
Go see Mission Impossible together.
Yeah. Seems like Tom Cruise would be able to make
Exactly.
fences.
Let's squash all beefs.
That would end all wars.
I can't believe D-Butt said that.
I can't
Didn't eat the popcorn.
It's journalism. That's the question.
I did not see a single. To D-Butt's credit, he is greatest actor of all time. Did you see any popcorn actually go into the mouth, or is he just?
Don't do this. Let's watch this.
I'm
He's
not
doing
doing
something
this.
already.
Have you guys never seen an alpha eat popcorn?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's
Exactly.
what I've never seen a human
Sorry,
being
you've never
eat
seen the
popcorn.
biggest star on the planet eat popcorn before. Yeah, it doesn't look like us marks eating it, okay? It looks a little different.
Fair point.
I wonder how deep he gets sometimes. Do you think he stops? Like,
Sometimes it hits his stomach.
no, I'm saying like, do you think he always does the full throw, or do you think sometimes he plays with?
Oh, I think sometimes he tosses like 3 or 4 up. Gets them all.
TC football.
But just for the record, if it was 100 million or whatever y'all said yesterday, I watched your show. So whatever y'all said yesterday, if it was 100+ million, I wouldn't even have read the contract. I would have signed that thing so fast. So it wasn't even near 100 million.
Okay,
forget
so
hundreds. It wasn't even close to.
So
100.
real quick, so were all of those numbers gassed up a little bit? You think?
Well, the internet's not always true.
What?
Oh well.
Yeah,
certainly.
I've seen
Good
that.
point. Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, I really want to talk to you about this. He wasn't eating that popcorn.
What?
Whoa!
He
Bubba, he's on the show tomorrow. You don't want that smoke, brother.
Yeah, y'all bumped me for him. I come in a day early.
He did. Yeah, you're 100%
I would have bumped me too for him.
Yeah,
but-
Bubba was supposed to be on the show tomorrow. Bubba made an earlier trip. We
man.
got Tom Cruise, Bubba. It's going to be a little bit. He is certainly eating that
No,
popcorn.
there is no chance he's eating. That's why the first fell, because he hit his mouth. He closed his mouth early and it fell. And then you could tell that wasn't, his hand never moved open. He was.
No! What are you talking about? He was just like Q Rich. Q Rich said once he kind of figures out the room.
Muscle memory.
And the wind, then he'll figure it out. He was just trying to figure out the room right there.
That's that movie magic.
And I saw you with the people in the theater eating some popcorn. Now, this is a big journalism show, so I got to get to the bottom of it because there are questions. And now you're Tom Cruise, you do everything a little different. I've never seen anybody eat popcorn like this. Are you actually eating popcorn, or are you full of shit right here, TC? I got to know. Got to know.
Man, I'm eating popcorn. They know when I'm going to these movies and I'm watching it, I'm eating popcorn.
Okay.
So is your love of popcorn because it is like a movie theater thing? You think that is why?
Yeah, movies. I love going to a movie and getting popcorn. For me, it's just like comfort. You know, I love the comfort of a movie theater, and I love setting it up. And I'll see several movies. You know, on the weekend, I'll kind of chart my weekends for the movies, and I look forward to it. Like what these guys are throwing down, and it's inspiring to me seeing these movies. Like you see Sinners, I'm like, seeing what those guys did, I'm like, I'm pumped to see that. You got Brad Pitt, with Formula One coming, and all the guys like Jerry Bruckheimer. I can't wait to see those guys, what they're creating. You got Keanu, with the Wick series that I love with Ana de Armas, and these guys are laying it down this summer. And I'm just, and I get really excited and inspired by what these guys are doing. They're going after it, and and I love getting popcorn. Everyone knows the theater owners. I get there, they got my popcorn ready for me. I get with my friends, and we get in the back. I've got the seats. I show up. I see the trailers. Packed cinema, and I'm watching the movie, and I like watching other people. As we're doing it, and that's what I love. I love seeing people's response to it. And seeing what people are doing. I love it.
God, you're the perfect representative of the movie industry. Mad Mel, Travis Hunter, number 2 overall pick to Jacksonville. We all assume. What was your draft analysis on him?
Obviously had Travis Hunter very, very high up on my board. I would just like to make a little caveat to what Schrager said about, Paul DePodesta and the Browns. The only reason they have to play Moneyball is because Jimmy Haslam gave out the worst fucking contract in the history of the NFL. But that's beside the point. Travis Hunter, obviously a dog both ways. I wouldn't necessarily call it a red flag. Some people a little worried that, hey, is this guy too focused on the Fortnite? Is he focused enough? Well, that's, a discussion for a different day. Coach, curious, do you think this guy can play both ways in the NFL? We're not playing in the Big 12 anymore. We're not playing
Whoa, that's a good league.
It is,
that's
but
all right. Wow.
all I'm saying is he's not lining up.
It's a good league.
He's not lining up against any rum-dums from Iowa State anymore, okay?
Okay. Whatever happens here, going to make the Jets Super Bowl contenders yet again?
It's funny you mentioned that, Pat. I was just going to say, listen, I hope Aaron Glenn does great. If Jesus Christ of Nazareth was available right now at number 7, I don't think it fucking matters at all. The Jets are never going to win a Super Bowl, unfortunately. Boston Connor knows it. This team's kind of just destined to suck forever. They just had a Mount Rushmore quarterback come, and Jesus Christ, what, he won 4 or 5 games there? Okay, yeah, let's draft a tackle. That's really going to put us over the edge. Good luck. We'll see. Obviously, we don't know. That's
Happy Easter, by the way.
Happy Easter. He has risen. If they don't fucking pick this guy, I'm gonna throw this microphone as far as I fucking can.
No. That'll be a weapon. You got a good arm.
I'm just saying, listen, okay, I understand the Packers' history, okay? They don't necessarily need the first-round guy. They've had a lot of success picking guys in the second round. I'll just be frank with you. They've done a lot of work on the offensive line. I don't want them to pick another fucking offensive lineman, okay? I don't need a plug-and-play guy. Jordan Morgan, hey, great pick last year. Played in 3 fucking games, okay? 3 fucking games. I wanted him to get Cooper DeJean. What'd he do? Oh, yeah, he had a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. He had a pretty good fucking year. So if Matthew Golden's there, he is. Go get him. Go get him. Coach, for the love of God, go get him.
With the 23rd pick
there we go.
in the 2025 NFL Draft,
thank you.
The 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers, for the first time since 2002, draft a wide receiver. Matthew Golden, wide receiver, Texas.
Let's fucking go!
Oh, that's awesome. Get you some. There you go.
Go, Pat, go! Go, Pat, go! Go, Pat, go! Let's fucking go! It's about fucking time, baby!
That was electric.
Yes!
That was awesome.
Coach, I don't know if you guys knew at the time. Let's speed up, or are we staying at the same rhythm?
That's like Baby Shark. No, same. It's not speeding up.
All it takes is draft a wide receiver in the first round to get this reaction. We have Ty Schmidt. This is what you look like, Ty, as the Green Bay Packers announce. I think that is probably synonymous with how everybody felt here. Massive pop for Mark Murphy and the Green Bay Packers whenever they announced that a 4-2 wide receiver who's hitting the stage right now. Can we get in the stage? Yeah. He looks awesome.
Great wow, kid. What a suit.
Welcome to town. Mad Mel Kiper just reapplied some hairspray to the joy and delight of the fans who are pretty boozed up and maybe even high at this time of the draft.
Without a doubt, that loud pack is still rolling through the skies here at Green Bay.
Go, loud pack, go.
Go,
loud pack, go. Go, loud pack, go. And it's been going on to this set.
And it has. I'm feeling a little bit intoxicated. Obviously, got to make sure the hair is perfectly coiffed. It's getting a little late. Listen.
Connor has a question for you, Ian.
Yeah, Rap Sheet. Kirk Cousins not getting traded over the draft weekend. Is he just going to be the backup in Atlanta, maybe get used if Penix gets hurt? And then how come they traded a first-rounder to get back into the first? That was kind of a fleece, if you will.
2 packs of cigs.
Yeah, at least.
Yep.
Good weekend.
Draft.
People still smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're hearing it right now.
That's fair.
Joking.
I do love that acknowledgments was something that got brought up there. Hold on.
What?
About the author.
Wow, Bill.
What's it say?
Where's that Ghost Rider?
Margaret Heffernan is an entrepreneur, chief executive, and author. She was born in Texas, raised in Holland, and educated at Cambridge University. She worked for the BBC and developed interactive multimedia products with Peter Lynch, Tom Peters, Standard & Poor's, and a learning company. She has served as the CEO for Information Corporation, Zone Corporation, and iCast Corporation. Her previous books include Beyond Measure, A Bigger Prize, and Willful Blindness. And her TED Talks have been seen by more than 12 million people. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
This is a different book.
Bruce is saying that
What do
might
you
be an
mean?
old copy.
It's updated.
This is Uncharted.
Wait,
What?
when did the book come out?
Who put this? This was put on the wrong book.
Oh, they put the wrong jacket on. You're right. It was good.
Wow.
I read
Does
the
that
wrong
happen?
book.
Good find.
Does that happen?
No
Good
shit.
find. No, I think that's some sort of hijinks.
How often does that happen? What the fuck, dude?
What's that fucking
This thing's
image?
been sitting here for 6 months, 3 months, whatever it is.
So it's just a sleeve.
It's just a sleeve. Hey, if you want just a sleeve, here's a sleeve.
Yep.
That's what it's gonna look like.
So that's not.
You said you read it. You said you fucking read it.
Yeah, did.
You were confused. You came up to me.
I told you.
This Bill's book's a little confusing.
We think about the future all day, every day. What time do I need to leave the house? What's for breakfast? Can we picnic on a weekend? Should I change jobs? Move house? Online and offline. The news is mostly speculation.
Sounds just like
I
Bill.
could see that being Bill.
What book is that?
Sounds just
What
like
book
Bill.
is that?
Yeah.
Uncharted.
This is the introduction.
What is
to
that? What's Uncharted?
It's a good movie.
How to navigate the future. Who sent us this book with this back?
What the
Who is
fuck?
that? Margaret Thatcher?
Who?
That's some dirty pool.
Yeah.
It
Wow.
really is.
Joining us now is a guy. I don't think he's ever worn it.
No.
No.
He has zero joy.
Has his ears pierced though. Mm-hmm. Up on the top too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He gauges them too.
Yeah, he's got
It's got that other piercing too.
bottom. Bingo.
Whatever
Yeah,
it's
belly
called.
button, and then he's got the.
What's it called, King
This
Albert?
one,
or-
ladies and
Prince.
gentlemen, college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup winner, AJ Hawk. Thank you for doing that.
Yep. It's called the Prince Albert, and I do not have anything pierced through my urethra, as it does. So,
Okay.
no piercings for me.
I'm happy to hear that. I am happy to hear that. Did you?
All right, what if I did? Would you be unhappy if I did have that?
I don't.
You look at me differently?
No, I would just. Yeah. No, I would. That would be. I think it would have been expected.
Par for the
You'd be the second person we know that has it.
If you would.
DJ Pauly D.
Oh.
Hey, Cush.
Okay. See.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an aggressive decision whenever you make it.
Certainly.
I don't know. No way.
It
No.
can't be your first piercing. You have to get many other piercings before you say, hey, let's go through the meat.
You never know.
You ever see the people, they like just,
Yeah.
they pierce like just parts of their skin?
Yeah.
How about the cheek?
Cool.
Have you seen that
Yeah,
one?
the stud up here. I think that's cool.
Yeah, but how bad would that hurt if something?
They're just taking like a staple gun to your cheek.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I had my ears pierced. I had studs, went to Claire's, did the whole thing. Getting it pierced, that was a scene. I did not enjoy it at all. Puncturing a hole in it.
Yeah.
How about the people that had the full,
The gauges?
Yeah.
the big gaugers? Yeah,
Those
that was,
people, they go. Those people.
yeah, they got sweet tats. normally.
They're not afraid.
They don't. They got really sweet tats.
As the great Booker T would say, no water, no bread, just meat. Love big meat moving around. Love. Hey, that's two-time WWE Hall of Famer you're talking about. No water, no bread,
Get out of hand.
just meat.
Hey,
Meat.
I'm running out of pauses over here. It's crazy.
Oh, you guys gonna pause Booker T?
Yes.
You're gonna pause
Yes.
Booker Okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. We'll see. We'll see. We'll
need a
see.
little help sometimes.
Yeah.
It's all good. He needs some help.
Let me tell you about Booker T. I got a chance to spend about 36 hours with Booker T. I love that man. He's 60 years old. You know that? He is 60 years old.
Legend.
And I'll tell you what, D Butch. He keeps up with me. He keeps up with me.
Okay.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, I get
anytime.
the scout report.
He was
I
like,
can see that.
Booker T is the man, man. I've been watching him since I was a shorty. Harlem Heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's get back to the no bread, no water, just meat conversation.
I got a Canadian geese crew that is taking over my yard, taking it over.
What do you got to send the dogs out? You got to get the dogs to scare them away, don't you?
My dogs? No.
Yeah, Chuck. Let Chuck sprint around there. And break
Fat Chuck rolling around in the goose poop. The goose poop is the problem.
Yeah.
So they obviously chew up everything and they're annoying and I actually won back this weekend. I was like, I'm done with you. And I looked it up. You're not allowed to kill these things.
Are you sure? Did you outfit though?
I did, yeah. And I even hissed back too. I give a because they lift their shit and then they do this little neck thing and they hiss. But I looked up the law. I'm not allowed to murder it. But if that thing attacks me and I punt the head off of that
you
thing,
can maim them.
Yeah, so
I thought if you had a sword, you could kill it.
I don't know if sword hunting
It's your property, though. It's your property. If you feel threatened, you can take care of them, right?
There's all these things going through my head because I was sick of it because there's just goose poop fucking everywhere. You know, I did a little pressure washing on my pool, around my pool, to get all this goose poop off of this thing. The fucking thing behind me rattles into the pool. Okay, I had to pick the pressure washer up out of the fucking pool. Okay, put this thing down. Then it dries off, start to choke. Let me, put that thing back out of the run. Let me pull this fucking hose, and then let me get the cord. It was a scene. Okay, it was a full. I'm doing this entire thing. I get the pool deck done. Takes 3.5, 4 hours.
Whew. Yeah,
long
takes
time.
forever. Power washing, I enjoy it, but it does take forever to even do a small area.
Long time. And I had the wrong tip on. I had to change the tip to get a little wider tip.
Yeah.
And then when the poop was really sticking, I had to get the thin tip. So I had to release the thin and put the. And then I had to redo the thing. Then I had to move the thing. Then I had to do. It was a lot. I just want to sit down and admire my work. Pretty good job out of me. Hell yeah, I did this. Whack, whack, whack. These fucking geese come flying in. Shit all over the entire thing. It was 2 hours. 2 hours this thing was clean. Now there's poop. Obviously, it's a lighter, brighter color because I got some of this shit. Just poop everywhere on these things. I don't know how you beat them. Chuck goes out there, corgi, supposed to be, like a herding. This should be his thing. Too fat. He rolls around in the poop. So now we got a smelly poop dog inside, and we can't go outside because the poops are. These geese are terrorists. These things are a problem.
Call ICE.
They taking it.
Send them back to Canada.
Call Tom up. Tom.
Yeah. Need you.
Get these geese
time
out of my yard. I looked it up. There is like a goose patrol around Indiana.
You
You're
need
right.
dogs that don't just herd food into their mouths like
Well,
Chuck.
Val's 12 right now. Val's 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
When Val was 6, 7, 8, this is her job.
Bingo.
This would have been, we would just put her outside and she would just be out there for hours. But now she looks at him, barks, and she's like, I'm not signing up for that
So you need to buy a couple more dogs.
Sam is trying to push that angle this weekend while also trying to feed these geese. I'm like, listen, Sam, we don't want these
don't
geese.
do that.
It's like the raccoon situation. It's like raccoons.
You had to move out of house because of that.
You need to just kill them.
Well,
and bury
not allowed
them.
to.
You can't kill them.
You sure? After you pressure wash and they come back, you still can't kill them?
I know. I was trying to look for a clause in the law.
Bylaws?
Yeah, I spent 3.5 hours on this damn pool deck, and then these things come shit all over it.
There's
Should be
nothing.
allowed to.
Dude, put poison.
There's nothing that says
I got dogs, buddy.
you can't maim them. You get a golf club. You go out there and you wallop one of those fuckers in the stomach as hard as you can. You're not going to kill him, but guess what? He's going to... and he's not going to be coming back. Yeah, exactly. He's going to be like... He's going to fly to his buddies and be like, that guy's not fucking around. Let's go to the house next door. I guarantee it.
And if he makes it. You hit him hard enough in the stomach, he might fly away and then halfway up, boo, and he's
a show for the whole.
Yeah.
He's drowning.
I don't want to do that. I just want to round these things up, and I don't even know how you do that. I was trying to come up with a plan.
Gumpy.
Is that a net?
Bring Gumpy out. They might just flock to Gumpy, like our Canadian brother has
And
arrived finally.
like
He's
the Pied
like,
Piper.
sorry.
Exactly.
I'll come.
And they might.
What was that children's tale? Isn't there like a piper that leads the mice out of the town?
We need Timmy Hortons.
Yeah.
Doubles.
Yeah, exactly. Just set one out there without the cap on it.
Some smooth cream move.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gumpy sitting in there, Native American style.
Yep. Poutine.
Poutine being handed up like this. Yeah.
They'll come and pay their respects. They'll notice this is sacred ground.
Big net.
Big net.
Like those COVID nets.
Yeah.
Big net.
Yep.
Round them all up. Put them over his shoulder. Like call soldier. And
Then what?
send it back to Canada.
No,
Yeah.
you put a couple bricks in it. Throw
All right,
throw
they're back. You got golf. The blocks are back.
Block is back, baby. Look out for Blocky this weekend. He's coming for blood.
He's above. He's currently doing better than how many people?
I don't know. Basically everybody, I'd say.
Yeah,
he's T13 right now.
I saw Scotty Scheffler was 2 over through 6 today. So if he's 2 over through 6, I don't know what Blocky's going to be 14 over through 6 today. Maybe?
No,
no,
this
because
weekend.
with his son on the bag, younger block and big block, they're saying 2 blocks back, 2 blocks back. What's the course record, Ty? 2 blocks back.
Were they saying that at the PGA too? Because his son was on the bag and he missed the cut. Shot an 85.
Well, the crowds weren't big enough.
That was different. He had a good time. Okay, I've heard through the grapevine that Blocky was enjoying himself a little bit.
Oh, he's having maybe a Jack and maybe Jack and Dad. He was excited to be there, pumped to be there, celebrating his boy.
That's why he'll never win.
No,
he's excited to be there. Go fucking win a tournament then.
Well, he's trying this weekend.
Yeah, he chooses when he tries.
He's Blocky. One half of the hammer, Dahn.
You guys suck.
What?
Yeah, you guys suck. Knock it off.
Who's you guys?
You two. You guys right here.
Sorry we like American Dreams, brother, because that's who Blocky is.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend, brother. Why don't you have a little celebration about a guy who never thought he'd be on this stage? All he'd been doing is like tin cup, working at the range, working at his course, giving out lessons, trying to create better golfers, people that love the sport.
Sure.
As a PGA professional in California.
Allegedly, TC wants to do a Blocky movie.
Stop. That's where I draw the line. And
No,
I think
that's real.
Nope, stop it. No one loves Blocky more than Blocky does.
Are you talking about Blocky?
Yeah,
more than his family does because he's a good
I'm glad you brought up this weekend. He does kind of seem like allegedly a stolen valor type of guy.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony.
No, he would never. That is unbelievable. That's one half of the hammer, Dahn, Cowboys.
Yeah,
Yankee
been on the
Tony.
tour for, I don't know, 10, 15 years.
This is all because the one thing he said. And we must remember where and how he said what he said.
Amen.
He, after hitting a couple hole-in-ones and having a great performance.
A couple, you say?
Yeah, 2 hole-in-ones, I think.
I think it was 1.
No,
I don't think
in my mind.
I don't think he had 2 hole-in-ones at the PGA.
He had 2.
He had 1 on Sunday, playing with Rory.
Okay.
In Rory's grill.
Let's go to the racing world. In the Belmont at the Big AA Peter Pan race, McAfee down the stretch. Captain Cook, who was in the lead earlier, battling, fighting. Oh, no. Oh, no.
McAfee's going to do it.
Oh, no.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Hill Road says, this thing's mine. From third to first. What an absolute beast Hill Road is. Yeah. And McAfee, good effort out there. Hope you have a long, long life.
Yeah, unlike Horse 7.
What's that?
Unlike Horse 7. That thing fell behind quick and... It is now glue.
It's going to be no. It's going to be a working horse.
It's either glue or it's shoulders up or it's on a wall somewhere.
No, they don't mount horses.
I think he could.
The amount of horse like this here, which is what this horse is going to be doing, giving tours and things like that.
I genuinely hope so.
I heard about somebody who goes camping with horses. So like there's like a camp option, maybe in Tennessee somewhere, where you go.
That's what they're calling it now.
What else would you call
this guy
it?
doesn't even know you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I remember when I was a kid, we had to send my dog to a farm. It sounds like that's what
No.
You gotta go camping with horses.
I'm talking about like people take this as a vacation where you like ride trails on the horse through like the hills or the mountains, and then you stay at like cabins that are kind of built along the way, and it's like an entire like camping. What are you talking
peaceful.
about? Yes, it sounds like a great trip.
Yeah.
And then you like tie up the horses, I guess. You do the whole thing. It's like it sounded like a great idea. Somebody said, "Oh, me and the wife are going
off the grid."
And then they started talking about it. I said, "You're riding a fucking horse from where to where? Through the mountains, through the hills, taking pictures, I guess, through creeks. They're going through fucking creeks."
Love that. No thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No thanks.
I'll do it.
Legs
I've never ridden a horse before. Let's go fucking take this horse up a mountain and just hope I don't get bucked off and hit my head on a rock and fucking die.
Thank you.
The cabin's great though. I hitched that thing. It was awesome. He ran away. We had no way to fucking get back down to our car, but it was a great weekend.
That's not how it's.
Can
These
you
are good
imagine
horses.
that though? You've never ridden a horse before. Like, yeah, we're just gonna go up that mountain. There's a cabin. You know, it's only like 8,000 feet up there. Just get on the horse's back and just kind of fucking do this a couple times. He'll take you right there.
It's probably how it happened.
I assume there's some sort of training class you have to pass.
I would hope so.
Got to be a guide, right? Some kind of guide leading you.
You never know.
I was just thinking of me signing up for this.
Yeah.
And Sam, be like, yeah, we can fucking ride a horse.
Yeah, it'd be so fun.
Us getting there, and they're like, all right, you got to cross this creek. Yeah. Horse might get slipped, might be a little bit uncomfortable, especially with the water. How are you going to handle it? You're going to want to kick your left leg. Okay, you're going to want to kick your left leg into the left chest. That'll tell the horse that you want to turn right or veer right a little bit. Obviously, like whenever I was doing that rodeo stuff with Montana State, and they're like, all right, you're going to ride this horse in a circle. I thought I was going to ride the horse. They were pitching for me to like do the wrestle the steer thing. Mm-hmm. I thought I was going off a horse like they do.
You can jump off a moving horse?
That's what I said. No, I said absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
I said absolutely.
Break both my legs.
Absolutely, why not? I don't know how to ride a horse, but they never said that. They were like, we'll put you on the ground. You just be able to run this entire thing, and if worse comes to worse, put you on an ATV or whatever. We wouldn't want to put you on the back of a horse. We're thinking for the back of a horse, you just kind of ride in a circle. And I think the reason why they did that is because they knew that I had little to no experience. But riding a horse, like, there's a full communication process between rider and horse that you have to like know. These fuckers are smart.
Yeah.
These horses are so.
They know if you're scared. They know they can read you. They know if you're scared for sure.
But the amount of messages, like a versus like a whistle versus like a little bit of time, a little thing like this, like, let alone you saw. I mean, Kevin Hart and Snoop Dogg's
dressage.
Play-by-play commentary of the dressage.
Olympics, yeah.
Yeah, the horse dressage at the Olympics or whatever. It's like these horses are so big though.
Yeah. Horsefly comes along, like something you can't even plan for, bites your horse. All of a sudden, you are legitimately drowning in a creek.
Yeah.
Because you got knocked out.
Or just like it goes right, and you're like, "This fucking thing won't listen to me. I need to go this way. I'm been fucking kicking him. He's not listening."
Yank it.
Yeah. And then you end up pissing him off, and he's like, "All right, fuck this guy."
Takes off.
No, but there's probably some positive here.
I would assume so.
Yeah. How about those horses downtown? They got to lug people around town.
Those things hate doing it.
Yeah, I feel so
I don't like
bad.
that.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it one bit.
I think I'm a big fan of horses. I think I've become just because of how big they are.
We should buy those and just keep them here.
No way. Have you heard the amount of work they are?
Yeah,
a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
Tim would love to do it.
The ones downtown.
Yeah, we need to add that to Tim's life.
Those ones downtown are begging.
All right.
Wait, are they like rickshaws? You're saying you got little
Clydesdales pulling them.
You know of him. You were a fan of his, obviously coming out of Wisconsin.
State champ.
Yeah, because you had that log cabin. Remember you had in Wisconsin throughout the years.
Yeah.
Just had a little log cabin he built with his hands.
Yeah, you just got a small studio here. Yeah.
No, I've never said. I've never said the Thunderdome isn't.
I said it was a log cabin. It was a log cabin.
That's true.
It was built out of logs.
I think it was a Four
The
Seasons.
thing was built out of logs.
Yeah, they put logs on the outside of a Four Seasons. I mean, when I saw it was a great gimmick. I saw his house. I'm like,
It wasn't a gimmick. I said I had a log cabin. I lived in a cabin made out of logs. Yeah. It was a little bit large, but it was still made out of logs. I didn't know there was a size limit on cabins.
I think it's the LED lights around the TV in the log cabin. You know,
That's
just
what it
my
is.
thoughts
Great
of what
touch.
a log cabin is. You know, you don't have the Jordan shoe rack.
The wood burning stove.
Yeah, you don't have a pizza maker.
I had a wood burning stove. I had a wood
that's kinda
burning
rude for
stove.
logs.
I now have one of those cool Japanese toilets. Those are awesome. Like,
What?
With buttons.
Goes the other way.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like,
flushes
it's got a
the way.
remote control.
Technology.
I can do a
Technology.
lot of different shit with the toilet. It's
Congratulations,
really cool. Thank you.
Jake.
It's-
our job.
Hey,
They are.
Hey, you won't know I'm rich, but there'll be signs.
Did they tell you there'll be signs?
Yeah.
You walk through the house, this guy got a Japanese bidet, I believe is what that is. Got his own remote.
Opens and closes on its own. Seat's heated. As you're walking up to it, the seat opens, it's heated, and it pre-sprays the bowl. It's
So you don't have any clingers in there.
Does it call
it's
you
nice.
Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Jake.
Hello, Jay.
Turn
Get
that
it
on
on
me.
So
It's
do you have a
great.
video game controller where you can move it up and down?
Yeah, you can do. I mean, you can move it up and down. You can choose.
Does it talk?
The strength of it? No, it does not speak to you.
shitting.
I have seen ones recently, which I don't fully understand.
butthole's dirty
They'll
again.
analyze what's going in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll analyze your shit.
Because
Wait, what?
The poop. Well, the poop
Yeah,
is an
AJ,
indicator, right?
I thought you'd have
Like
one by
medical?
now.
What is it? Is it sifting through there?
I
telling
don't
you
know.
What you need
I don't
to
know. I
use?
assumed you had
I
one.
think it has
Yeah.
fingers that come out from the toilet. and sensors, and then it goes back up, and then it sprays off the fingies.
That's going.
The poop though is something you can get a lot of like tells from, right?
Big time.
In the medical world.
I may need to look into that if it's fucking dissecting my poop and telling me what exactly is in there.
And you also need to think about having this Japanese toilet that's
we
coming
gotta
in
get
here.
you one. I mean, one here would be, I feel like, necessary.
No.
Obviously, past
I'm putting
instances.
one of those in here. No,
Too expensive.
There's a question. No, not only that. It's just I don't know if you understand what happens with that guy Talk out there. Okay, Talk destroys bathrooms, not just toilets, entire bathrooms. The guy shuts it down out there. You see him? He looks small.
Yeah, but you've been in NFL locker rooms. Like,
No.
I mean, you know what it's like.
Nothing like this man.
Full pimento loafs.
Yeah.
Just shuts it down. Like,
Shuts
like
it
you
down.
cannot.
Like a hippo.
It's like a
So what do you? I'm curious. Now in this situation, how is that handled? You guys make him do it? Is there a
he's
plumber
plung-
that
he's
comes
plung-
in?
No, he's plunging that thing.
Yeah, has to.
He used to just leave him plugged until he got
No,
called
he
out
didn't.
for it. Yeah, he
No,
did.
he didn't.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, let alone we have people spilling stuff all over the thing.
Usually him as well.
Potentially him. He's
I mean,
part of the crew.
You
And
talk
just-
about an NFL game day, like 2 hours before kickoff. That is one of the worst.
Yeah, clear outs.
It's about as good as you can, like as bad as you can have.
If you were to add him to one of those, they'd say, "Talk's here." Let's go to the next Ask Strange
Hippos
question.
cracked me up.
Oh, what's that?
Hippos. That was.
Yeah, Hippo's
not
good
the
descriptor.
visual you need.
So you understood what he meant. Then.
I did. I
Yeah,
did
Talk's
understand.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
He tried to take down a plane with his ass one time. You remember that? As soon as he got on a private plane. First time he got on a private plane.
No.
Marched straight to the back.
No.
Yeah.
First time.
You gotta. You can't, man. You gotta bite that bullet. You just hold on
Yeah.
till you land.
But
How
he
long was the
eats-
flight?
4.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
God.
what he was thinking. He's thinking, I can't do 4 hours with this thing in.
Son of a.
Once it got out of him, I think everybody understood. Like, how was that even inside of you?
Yeah.
Like, there has to be another human dumping. It's just-
Did it make it down the like the airplane? The airplane toilet might
no,
help
they
him.
actually started to nosedive. Excuse me.
Yeah, it came up like a
You gotta let
fighter.
the pilot know before so you can adjust.
You fly on those big planes. We don't get a chance to do that.
Oh,
Is there a toilet in the front of the plane the plane you fly on as well?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not like
We
you.
had a guy.
I'm not like you.
We got lucky to be on one of these planes, and we had a co-pilot dump in the front one. So we had the back thing kind of shut. Front was kind of locked away, and poop just started like trickling back the door. And we started smelling poop, so we assumed like somebody ripped ass, and everybody was like, "No, actually didn't. It was like, well, who pooped back there? Go wake a couple people up in the back. Hey, did you dump? No, I've been asleep. Okay, somebody pooped in here. So obviously we opened the thing. Co-pilot standing there. We're like, hey, did you just dump? No. Did not dump. And it was like, he certainly did. That guy had a good, that was pungent.
Oh, yeah.
Took over the whole plane.
It did.
30, 45 minutes too, because it was just seeping underneath our door into our nostrils as we were playing euchre. Do you know how to play that game?
Euchre?
Yeah.
Not proficiently.
Let's get back to
being
the-
in Wisconsin though.
And you don't play?
Not that
No,
big.
cribbage. I know cribbage. I think they're very similar.
I don't think I know cribbage.
I don't know cribbage.
Harry
Cribbage
Potter
with the
played
board.
No, it's Quidditch.
Cribbage is with a board?
Yeah, there's a board. You got pegs. Yeah, keep going.
We have video of J.J. Watt down there at NASA. This is him practicing space.
Sweet.
It's only a matter of time before this is the real deal, and he does have a hockey helmet on. Out there.
I'm gonna head down there and practice space for a bit. I'll be back later. That's neat.
Yeah, it's sick.
It was cool.
That guy got a hard
It was
hat.
cool. I did not know what to expect, and NASA's a cool. I mean,
So they said, we got one triple XL fucking helmet. Okay, we got J.J. Watt. Let's loosen the straps
What are
a
you
little bit.
simulating?
Yeah, what was the
Is this a
mission?
spacewalk? Like a
I don't
spacewalk?
remember.
Oh, it's 10 sets.
Is this what Tom Cruise is doing? You don't remember what this is?
I remember doing it. I don't remember what my goal was.
Your
at the
mission
activity.
was?
Need that
Yeah, I
hat.
think I was
Hard
just
hat.
experiencing anti-gravity.
That's why I'll never be TC.
How'd you feel? They had your feet locked up too?
Yeah, you got everything locked up. It's
Oh, that's scary.
Look like a gray.
Everything.
yeah. If they pull the wrong button, you're going a couple different directions there.
Whoa.
What's his name? Christian Grey?
What?
10 sets of space, man. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
How long
there.
were you up there for?
Not that long. I'm
Thank
5
you for your
minutes.
service.
Yeah,
Dog
Your
leash
ankles
hanging?
I really
strapped.
was vulnerable.
Why do they have your ankles? Like that's the
Well, because
scariest.
if they were hanging, then you're not anti-gravity.
I did the 3, 2, 1, fly at Kennywood.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It was the, what do they call it? The
slingshot thing, yeah.
The sky coaster.
Oh, yeah.
And they put us in a little bat suit, and the legs were certainly kind of attached in the back there. You feel like they're in control completely.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you were doing there.
You ever do the sky zone where you fly over it's like skydiving but indoors?
Oh, yeah.
Man, if somebody turns that fan off when you're fucked.
Did you enjoy it? You were able to do that 66275?
Yeah. Did it with some Navy SEALs. It was awesome.
And you're
Yeah.
Did you do any flips?
No, I was not trying anything but staying afloat. Those guys can do some really cool shit.
You go skydiving?
I don't I'm like you said, I'm a big guy. So you start to get off the ground and you start to put yourself in some weird places.
Break your fucking neck.
Yeah.
You think people underestimate how big you are until they see you in real life?
I don't know.
Definitely.
I think so. You're obnoxiously large.
I can definitely tell, I can tell at times, like, if I'm bigger from working out or if I haven't been working out as intensely, like, people react differently based on.
If you're like,
like, if I'm fully jacked up, like, it's much, much different.
Full strapped up.
Yeah.
They say, holy shit, look at this thing. And then whenever your meat's just
sometimes
flopping around, they're not really that impressed. Let's call Mark Caboli.
Oh.
Caboli will have an answer.
Good call.
You know Caboli? How do you feel about Caboli?
I don't know him well enough to have an opinion.
James hates Mark Caboli.
Sounds like it.
That is what I just heard there.
I know he's a friend of the program. So.
He's a correspondent of the program.
It is 2:45. He might be on second nap. Shit. He might be in the middle of second nap. I'm not sure.
Well, siesta.
It is right after.
Second nap, third lunch. You know, you might.
Well, they're right. You know, they coincide.
Yeah.
If he has a mayonnaise sandwich on deck, like, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, correspondent for our program, also a WWE
columnist.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Caboli.
Yeah, Mark.
Mark, they said you were potentially on your second nap, third lunch. Nice to see you out at work. What are you doing right now, brother?
Of course.
I'm actually watching probably something I'm not supposed to be watching inside the Steelers facility. So
what's the camera?
Who is it?
Yeah, flip the.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think you should.
You can show us quick.
Yeah, probably should.
You're zoom in.
Yeah, all right, working on
No, I can't zoom in. They're probably yelling at me now.
Don't zoom in.
Honestly,
You got it. Now you're good.
No.
Closer to the teeth.
Closer to the
That's where
You can't quite see the nostril.
I can tell you.
Nose hairs, yeah.
You can't see the hairs.
Hold on.
Wait, I can tell you who it is. It was Will Howard.
Oh, Will Howard. We like seeing Will Howard. Went from Will Howard to your teeth, and now get a chance.
There he is.
There, man.
What is, there he is.
What the?
Hey, thank you, Caboli, for the on-field boots on the ground. What's that, baby, Will? All right, keep it down. Are you stopping over at the Memorial this weekend?
I don't know. I might. It's a torrential downpour still pretty much over there. I got a son selling Gatorades and waters outside one of the gates trying to pick up some extra cash. So hopefully it's
Are you
fun.
donating that money, or is that coming back to the Hawk House?
That's going directly to my son's safe in his room.
I like that. Good hustle out of the kid. How much you charging for these Gatorades that he's certainly not allowed to be up for resale?
Yeah, that's part of the process. What we're doing, probably $5 a pop, maybe 3 for $10 if you want, 3 for $12, and we bought ponchos.
3 for $10, 1 for $5. That's a good. Yeah. That's good steal. That's a good deal.
You got to take advantage of the drunk guys coming. You go towards the end of the tournament, all the drunk people stumbling out of the thing. I was driving by on the road last night, saw multiple people having a tough time putting one foot in front of the other, so they had a good time.
They would have needed 3 for $10 there. I don't know where Axel was or who's the one doing the exact sales. Are these cold Gatorades? Has to be cold, right? They got to have a cooler?
Yeah, he and a couple of his buddies have been doing it for a couple of years. We bought like 15 ponchos last night, too. We can upcharge big time for those.
Oh, we're selling ponchos. We got a little stand.
Wow.
We got a little bodega coming up. Do we got any?
Oh,
We got any blueberry muffins or anything? Maybe the cheese crackers, peanut butter crackers. That's good for the drunks as well.
Should buy a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Buy a whole bunch of Zyn. I don't know.
For real.
I don't know if you want your son.
Yeah.
You know, you make sure he's not. You know, and him and his buddies aren't getting in there. But
yeah, I sold cigs in 5th grade. It was good. 50 cents a cig. That's good. That's good profit. I don't want to say you guys should be doing that.
Zyn would be good. He said guys are asking for beer all the time, so he wants to be able to sell beer. I said, well, you got to watch out because there's cops all over the place. They won't want you selling beer.
Listen, if you're going to sell these beers, we're going to have to put them in Gatorade bottles.
And you got to tell them you stole them from your parents too. We didn't give them to you.
Yeah, we did not help in this process.
Zyn you could sell for $50 a can.
$25 a can for sure. And those things will go like hotcakes.
Yeah.
All right, so think about letting your child sell Zyns to these drunk adults.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what it is.
Just tell him. My dad told me these are magic pouches. $25 a tip.
It's caffeine.
$20, kid. How about $20 deal? Boom, pow.
Boom.
Bang.
They sell some
Boom.
extends too.
This kid's gonna buy your house.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we need to.
That is part. I mean, we've brainstormed a lot of different things. That would go well.
Narcan.
All right, let's talk.
I don't think he knows about my interest in fetish for lunch periods of time.
Excuse me?
Fetish. I didn't know you were doing. I see you rubbing lunch. So I don't think I fully understand how those work. So. You remember the Gray? What was his name? Christian Gray.
Yeah, Christian Gray.
He had a lot of. He had like peacock feathers and stuff.
Yep. Sean's got that with like forks and spoons and
And
stove.
like deli meats and good bread.
Yeah. Don't catch him.
Toasted bread.
Sometimes you're scrambling, Pat. You're scrambling. You know, you have alerts on your phone to drink water. Sometimes you're just scrambling. You have oatmeal. I think that one time I had oatmeal. I was eating it with a fork.
Oatmeal. Wow, that's
desperate times.
Yeah,
call for desperate measures.
All right, we appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow, Shams. You're the man. Good luck with that fetish of yours. I know we're eating into the time, 12:30.
Yeah.
That's right in the middle of fetish time.
That's what we think.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you, senior NBA insider Shams Charania.
Hey.
What was that all about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we know what he's doing with his pork sausages.
What's that?
Let's just say he's beating his meats.
Jeez.
Big time.
Sounds like he's pining a little meat diner.
Yeah, deli meats.
He loves lunch, though.
He does.
He sets an alarm for lunch.
Yeah.
And then he tweeted out a bunch of times, yeah, it's lunchtime.
Yes, he did while in high school.
Every day it was a tweet about lunchtime.
Finally lunch.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah, I think there's like hundreds and hundreds of tweets of Shams Charania going like, time for lunch.
For shoot.
Is it like a picture of him actually, like what he got, or just
time for lunch, exclamation point.
Oh,
Doesn't even know what he's getting yet. He just knows that he's headed to lunch.
Some of them have like 50 exclamation points.
And then he would use a fork, I think, for his oatmeal.
Yep.
And ice cream.
How do you feel about that?
That's interesting.
What was the comedian that was the very deep thinking guy? Gary Goldman, maybe?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
He said, if I walk into your house and I see fork marks on your ice cream, I know so much about you. I already know everything about you. I know that on numerous occasions, you've been laying on your bed trying to get the corner of the fitted sheet, and you've been jumping trying to get that thing on there. He said, I know your pillowcase halfway off your pillow. If you're using a fork to eat ice cream, I know the way you live your life already. Tall, lanky, Bo, put those paws on. He's from Rutgers, too. Rutgers.
Tough.
The cool bear claw.
Yeah, remember those days?
Oh, yeah.
Those were fun days.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while.
That was like the pre-Jets season started with Aaron Rodgers days.
Yeah.
Do you remember how much fun those days were?
Oh, my God. Hard knocks, yeah.
I jumped all in. I dove in. I was like, oh, my gosh. He took Solomon Thomas to a Broadway play. I'm in.
That one drive he had against the Niners in week 1. Where they just walked down the field.
So good.
How are you as a swimmer? Schrager's pretty good swimmer or no?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I could swim. I could do a little medley. Let's go.
Oh, really?
All 4.
You got them all.
I could butterfly. I'll butterfly that ass. Let me go. Let's do
We need you to get on some juice, and we need to get you in these.
Enhanced.
We need you to butterfly that ass in the enhanced game. Imagine Schrager's on all the juice. Showing up to that thing. Oh my God.
Mountain.
Is this the butterfly?
Yeah, over the top.
That's the butterfly.
Yeah.
This is the breast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Backstroke.
And then just
freestyle.
forward is freestyle.
And then we're.
You do a little elementary side stroke too, if you want. Just a little, you just gotta do this.
Okay. You're a Navy SEAL.
That's it.
Ty, how you doing?
Not great. I was just going to write down red alert both ends. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's us talking about the Pacers, because I was very excited last night.
A lot of people were predicting this potentially from you last night whenever they saw you on the internet doing the math or anything,
Yep.
I think the first comment was actually, Ty thought about having one and actually had one. Were you thinking about having one last night?
I was thinking about having one, but you guys can all attest. I had 2 drinks last night. That was it. It was a Wednesday night. What are we gonna do? But no, I had a grilled chicken sandwich for lunch, and I was battling, pooping my pants and throwing up that whole first hour, and I'm kind of still in the throes of it right now. I'm just trying to hang on as long as I can.
Good news, you got khakis on.
Yeah, exactly. With, you know,
and there's no wrestling ring for you to slide through. So
no,
that's good.
there's
news.
not. Well, that's this one was actually going to be through this door because that's how Red Alert.
Red Alert.
That's how Red Alert we're talking.
One half of the hammer, Dahn. Cowboys, AP Tony might have to slide out of the way. He's tied to sides, attic and basement. Here we go, and we're off. It is 1:08 here at the Thunderdome as Ty.
I'm gonna be as quick as I can.
Good luck, man.
If I get this fucking thing off.
There was like 50 comments last night
I know
on the
that before.
Instagram and on X. They
Right
were like, Ty's going to be in trouble tomorrow. Ty's going to be. He said he had a grilled chicken sandwich. That's obviously what the problem is.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and he only had 2 drinks, too. Yeah.
I drove him home. He was not drunk. I can attest to that.
Okay.
Good friend.
I swear.
Yeah,
Friend
very
from Hammer
good.
Down.
These are good people. These are good people. Thank you, Tone, for being such a good neighbor and driving Ty home.
We mixed it up a little bit. I mean, if Ty only had 2 drinks, I feel like I had a few.
What I do like, though, Ty, is you're back. That was a 21-minute trip.
Yeah, that one was not great. You know, a lot of times we have fun with it, and it's like, oh, you know, I waddle across there because I really am going to like poop my pants. That very rarely do I have to exit out this back door because that's business time. That's hey, we got no time to mess around, and I haven't exited out both ends in like quite some time. It was pretty violent, pretty quick.
The same time
through the legs.
Well,
through the legs?
Going like that.
No. Like you get out what you got to get out from the backside, and then it's like, okay, now you plug up very hard because you know that I'm gonna be exerting a lot when I, go to puke.
Yeah.
Are you flushing before you puke, I hope?
Yeah, or did it ricochet?
You don't really have time to think about that.
No.
So you kind of just gotta let it.
Whose toilet is this?
Splashing
Tell me this
everywhere.
is yours, Bill.
Yeah,
It's Tone, Bill.
Not anymore.
It's mine now, gentlemen. Okay?
It is.
It is.
Happy you're back, man.
Thank
Sorry that grilled chicken got you.
No, I'm dead serious. I mean, Diggs can he can attest to it. Like I could have got very bombed last night with how that game was going. It would have been very easy to just keep walking back out there, getting another double, walking back in, finishing that, getting another double, walking back. I could have done that, but I did not because like you guys
So you only
were saying,
had 2 doubles, so
no,
that's 4.
I didn't even get doubles. And I should have because, those drinks, for $18. Take a little booze. Take a little booze with that pop.
It's ridiculous.
But no, that's neither here nor there because we were talking about it. We were so invested in the game, and I was.
Talks the tables here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Comment that jacket.
Thank you. Might never come off. This might be my final fit of my life.
Could you imagine you sew those things on?
I actually could imagine it because I've been picturing myself sleeping in it.
Got a mirror right above the bed?
Yeah, bingo.
Just in case you wake up, I want to see how good I look.
Uh-huh.
Maybe put one on the sidewall, too. Maybe just put yourself in like a Severance type box with all mirrors.
Might not be able to sleep. Too hard.
You or to sleep?
Me.
Okay.
One half of the hammer. Cowboys, AP Tone is here.
I get it.
No BS?
No BS.
What did he say?
He said, no BS, I look fucking awesome.
I'm the cool.
I'm the man.
Yeah, there it is. This really has brought out a whole new you. This is like when Four Loko was running through Nick Moraldo's veins.
Sure.
It was a whole new man. I mean, legitimately, I'd go home. I was living in Indianapolis. I'd go home on the weekends. I'd accidentally get home a little bit later, and it'd be a brand new Nick out there on the dance floor. Who's this? What's going on here? And then, Four Loko is the greatest thing on earth. Is this how you always feel? This is how I feel. This is amazing. On top of the bar, down, leading a 2-step. Then the next morning, guys are acting like assholes out there.
Tell you what, now that you bring it up, that's when I became friends with Nick. I was sold a false bill of goods.
Well, I think if normal, everyday Nick saw Four Loko Nick, he'd say, what a fucking jagoff that guy is.
Yeah, that guy was a bit of a dick. But although, I mean, I'm thinking about now, I guess all I have to do is just start wearing a leather jacket. And
No, we don't know if that's going to make you feel that way.
For real.
No, I'm saying that Connor feels how you felt during your Four Loko run. It seems like you put that jacket on, whole new person. It's been all morning, has it not? 9-year NFL vet Darius J.
I would imagine if you drink a Four Loko right now, that jacket just kind of just materializes.
Yeah.
It just comes out of nowhere. But you got to get a gimmick underneath. Got to change your shirt.
Oh, D-Butch. You're thinking too small.
I think normally a plain white shirt goes underneath that.
You're thinking too small?
You're thinking way too small. Let's just say tomorrow, if I have this on again, maybe I don't have a hat on.
No. Oh, really?
Yeah, see?
Welcome back. Back again.
Yeah, I've done it a few times, but I'm not saying just no hat. I'm saying maybe there's something else in my hair.
Oh, we're wearing bandana for sure.
Maybe a bandana. Maybe I just go full slick.
Maybe you Alex Caruso.
Maybe I go headband.
On a Harley.
Maybe you do go full slick.
Gotcha.
Motorcycle helmet.
Full slick back. All of a sudden, I'm the Italian.
Maybe you
athlete
just
of the
burst
year.
into song.
Nah. Maybe you got do-rag.
Maybe.
Yeah, tie that thing, let it hang, too.
I could do that. Not really my style. Never have done one, but I could wave check it.
We're excited to see how you've never done this before either, I don't think. And now we're learning about a brand new, beautiful day here in Indianapolis until the show started. Then thunderstorms, I guess, just dropped into our atmosphere out of nowhere. Foxy's got a super cool Bronco.
Sweet.
This Bronco's so cool. It was one of the first Broncos whenever they relisted Broncos for sale. Foxy bought one of the first ones. We're talking the prototype of the new Bronco coming out. And that thing obviously has the ability to take top off.
Sure.
It's a Bronco. Get some sun. Take the rag top down so your hair can blow.
Mm-hmm.
Bronco. You know, that's basically what Foxy does.
Bingo.
So anytime Foxy gets the opportunity to let that beard breathe, put some sunglasses on, let that hair in that Bronco, right hand on the steering wheel, left hand out the window. Anytime he has a chance to do that, he's doing it. It's summertime, baby. Not in Northern Michigan, but in Indiana.
Right.
Loves it.
Bingo.
So this morning he pulls in here, top back. Feels so good about the day.
Cock of the walk.
Well, we're going to have a nice little Thursday here, aren't we? Walks in, does his... It's Thursday, okay? Thought it might have been Wednesday still.
No,
Every
good.
day is basically the same.
Yeah.
Foxy walks in here, says we're going to have a nice Thursday. We do the show. All of a sudden, about halfway through that first hour, we hear outside.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there was thunderstorms. I don't think anybody knew there was thunderstorms.
No.
Especially the guy that drove in here with the open top on his Bronco. So what did the boys do? D-Bone and Talk went out there. D-Bone laid on top of the Bronco, right?
Yep. Yeah, he laid on top of the Bronco,
Straight across.
kind of planked almost.
Plank, right hand on the front right where the passenger shotgun would be, corner of the windshield. Left hand where the driver windshield is. Right foot on back passenger corner. Left foot on driver behind passenger. You get it, back
exactly.
super corner.
Yep.
He held himself up like that, planked like that.
He's screaming.
Blocking the rain. And then Talk went in there.
Yep. Yeah.
Put the top on. Bang. They came back in here. As we went to break, there was 2 soaked dogs that walked in.
Soaked.
It's raining out there, Talk says, as he's actually dripping. And then Bone comes in. Oh, it's coming down.
5, 4.
Yeah, and then they explained to us that Foxy didn't put his top back up whenever he parked here. And I asked Foxy, did you tell them to do that because you knew that? Or did they notice it and go do it? They noticed that one did that. That's good team culture.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Thank you to those
Talk.
boys.
Good work, boys.
That's awesome.
They sacrificed themselves out there.
They did.
Bone hasn't done a plank like that ever.
No.
Ever.
No.
And in crunch time, he had to do it. We know him, left tackle guard, crunch time.
Exactly.
Euchre, Trump, whole thing.
Yep.
He's in there.
Come on, Talk. I can't do it much longer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, boys.
Hero move by them.
It really was.
Yeah, and I checked the weather this morning. It said perfectly sunny all day today, but you're going to get got sometimes, and that's going to happen.
That's Indiana, baby.
Yep.
You don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. It says a lot about our building.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You kidding me? I mean, Bone, too?
Yeah, he doesn't have to work out for another year now.
Well, I guess, but, I mean, we have never seen Bone sell out like that.
Would you guys have done it? You two?
No, I would. Talk, Gertie, hurry up, get out there. Where's Mitt?
Yeah, I don't know.
One after the hammer.
Oh, you know.
Cowboys, AP, Tone. Me and Tone would have went out there.
Sure.
Just would like to let everybody know. That Tone
Thank
would
you.
not have done it. I would have went out there for you,
I would
folks.
have went out
Thank
there
you.
and taken
For
pictures.
that Bronco? Hold on. For that Bronco,
That's a nice Bronco.
Honestly, if 90% of the cars out there had their sunroof open, I would argue yes. For the Bronco, which you could argue is damn near made to get wet. Okay, maybe that's what Foxy's Bronco needed, was a little water inside that roof. I don't know if any of us are going out there.
We might not be might not be telling the right story.
Oh, no, come on.
I guess
don't
they
say
just opened the door. D-Bone was not planking on top of that Bronco.
No, and also they didn't put the tops on right. The tops aren't screwed in right now, so that thing's getting soaked still. Yeah.
boy.
I thought we had a nice hero story. I just didn't want to ruin it.
Get back out
Do we have
there.
a live shot?
We don't have a live shot. This is a recording from what happened there. Obviously,
Very honorable still.
Where's the button?
They haven't even got close to putting a roof on that thing yet. They're 35, 40 seconds out there.
Look at a lap over.
They're in the back, boys. They're in the back.
What are we doing? Should we get towels? Should we get Boys, great work.
Hey, good work, gentlemen.
Tom's looking for the button to close the sunroof.
There we go.
Hey, good find, though. They go straight
Yeah.
to the back. I appreciate that.
You got to put the other one on
wait a
first,
minute.
not that one.
Okay, it's like one of the door handle things where the hinge.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they got it. I think they matched it up there up top, didn't they? Yeah, they did. I think that one's flat with
Yeah,
the
that looks flush. Airtight. Yeah.
In the middle, I'm talking about, not the corners.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was better. They fucked it up right
Yeah,
there.
I know. And now they're going to shut the doors. Probably going to hit the window. Probably windows are broken right now. Yeah.
That made it worse.
I'll still buy them lunch, though. They deserve it.
I mean, shocking.
Good work, boys.
Thank you.
Good work, gentlemen.
It's weird. I would
That
have
thing's going to be drenched.
Oh, my God.
It's built Ford tough. Don't worry about it.
Oh, fuck.
Will Smith doesn't have to curse to sell records. Well, I do. So fuck him. And fuck you too, I believe is what Eminem said.
Bar.
That guy swore. So does that count?
I think
Because Will Smith is still doing all this without swearing.
Correct.
Which is, that's a whole nother element.
Is it true
Still
that,
doing what?
Is it true that him
Music.
Him and Emma
It
releasing a
stinks.
track together?
Stop it.
He's the Bargatze of rap, bruh.
He is.
Everyone feels bad for the guy
Bars
now.
Gotsy.
Yeah.
That feels
boom.
offensive.
These
to
bars
Bart
got
Gotsy.
And he bars got me.
What?
His bars
bars,
got
yeah.
me.
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought you were saying got meat too there at the end.
No, like he's got me. Like
His bars
those
got
songs
me.
hit me.
You're hooked.
What's your problem, Nick? You still anti-Will Smith? I thought we maybe turned the page on this entire thing.
It's not even a thing. People aren't talking about it. Here you guys are parading around on stage, making a mockery of it.
Don't
The
act
poor guys.
Don't act
The poor
like
guy's
I like
been through
pretty
so
girls
much
and
shit
go
in the
get
past
them.
couple of years, and you just keep dragging his name through the mud.
I'm
up
not
here,
dragging his name through the mud. I'm happy he's back.
Acting like he's
I
doing
like
some
pretty
great
girls,
feats like he
girls,
used to.
Girls. I like pretty girls.
Sorry, he's got the song of the summer.
And I like the fact that
Relax, Jason Mraz.
I like that he's back. You do kind of look like Jason Mraz with that hat.
Great.
That's a great
song.
pull right there.
Good music.
Shout out to Jason Mraz, super
compliment.
talent,
Best
and he looks
compliment
very
I've
cool.
ever
Yeah,
got in my life.
he looks very, very cool. But Will Smith's all the way back. I like that he's just seemingly all the way back.
He's
confident.
not all the way back.
Yes, he is. He shut down London.
Is he started any movies this summer?
He could if you want to.
Yeah,
He shut down London. You're right. Everyone was so bored at
Well,
that little concert
They were
show
trying to
he
listen for
tried
the
to put
fucking
on.
story that he was telling. Lyrics, I don't know the words yet. It's a brand new song. You saw some people.
Yeah, like, damn.
And then other people were like, the noise here, mate.
Yeah.
A little bit too loud here.
Oi.
Can't hear the words. You know, that's why it was the way it was. I'm happy for you, Will Smith.
Love you, Will.
Happy for you, Will. Thank you for everything, Will.
Guy's got 16 upcoming projects.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying he's doing okay. And he looks happy.
Hancock 2.
Yeah.
That drunk one? Yeah. I love that.
I Am Legend 2, I believe.
He needs to stop talking about all the movies he's turned down. He needs to do that like right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, movie people are saying we're happy you didn't take those movies.
No, it's just like goes to show like this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's turned down like 4 of like the greatest roles of all time because he like didn't like the script or something, and he does iRobot instead when he could have been, in Django Unchained, etc., etc. It's like, Will, you don't got to tell everybody that you made a massive mistake by
No, he's letting people know that every once in a while you're going to miss. Will Smith saying every once in a while you're going to miss.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
I think that's what he's saying.
But maybe, maybe that is what he's thinking.
Will Smith looks young, by the way.
He does.
Still can move.
He does.
He's got that handheld camera.
Yep. Liking pretty girls can take a lot of years off your life.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's have a weekend, shall we?
Hell yeah.
I think Will's going to drop 2 more songs by the time we're back on air on Monday.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah, in a perfect world.
If we're lucky.
Maybe 3.
Has he ever been on the show?
Will Smith?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No. That feels like somebody we would be very
We
jacked
should
up.
speak it into. existence.
Need you, Will.
Would love to have you on, Will. Love a chit chat. Appreciate you. If you don't have time, because you got 16 projects and obviously you're an Instagram influencer and you're also a rapper again. Not that you ever stop being a rapper, but you're fully committed, it seems like, into getting back into the music world. I mean, he has bangers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Which ones?
All of Wild Wild West.
He's a musician first, probably.
You could make the argument Wild Wild West was what killed his career.
Jim West, Desperate.
The movie or the song?
No,
Both.
I don't want none of this. 6 gun running in this.
Exactly.
Buffalo Soldier looking like I told you.
Exactly.
Any day until that's in distress. Be out of that dress when she meets Jim West.
Yeah. Who running this? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. What about in West Philadelphia?
Born and raised.
I mean, that's no doubter. Banger.
Yeah, that was great in 1994. That was awesome.
Still a banger.
God, I love
Everybody knows
Welcome to
every word.
Miami.
Someone hated the 90s.
Welcome to Miami. Banger.
Fucking getting jiggy with it.
Na 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 na.
Hey!
Na 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 na.
Jiggy with it.
Yeah. What are you talking about back there? That is banger, 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 banger.
Yeah, like I said, he used to have these things. They were great.
I like pretty girls. It's gonna last. Okay. So I don't know why we're acting. He didn't just make his newest na because he did with I like pretty girls.
You guys haven't referenced a single thing outside of that he's done in the past 10 years.
I said he skydived out of the fucking helicopter.
No movie, no
we
song.
talked about the final.
No movie, no song. He's doing stunts on social media.
No, him and Martin Lawrence. We just
Bad
mentioned Bad Boys.
Oh, yeah, everybody
was great.
loved Bad Boys 4.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. It was good.
I did.
It was good.
It was good, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Talks at table is Boston Connor and Ty Sr. today. Ty, a lot of money given out to SGA. You got to love that.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. I mean, shit, you look at these numbers. You know what? But it's a guy like Dale Sr., if I may. I mean, if he was racing in this time in NASCAR, we need NASCAR purses to get, somewhere in the same stratosphere as these NBA guys. It's crazy. You look around all the other leagues. I mean, NFL, sure, but we're looking at big deals in the NHL and the MLB. I mean, $71 million a year. Are you kidding me? It's crazy, but I love it. That's America, baby. That's capitalism. That's what it's all about.
Ty, I think a lot of people watching will say you seem to look and sound a little bit different today.
Sure.
Do you agree with that or no?
Well, I tell you what you guys see on your televisions every day, sure, that's a version of me. I'm wearing something very similar to this every night when I go home, when I put my head on my pillow. And it's 4th of July this week, right? Is it not? Are we not celebrating America this week? We will be at the end of the hoorah is right, obviously. Now, listen, I try to, praise Dale and raise a little hell every day of the week, but on this week, 4th of July, I just decided, hey, today's the day, you know what? I'm going to let everybody kind of inside my world, and I'm going to pay homage to the greatest American icon of all time, my goat of all goats, Dale Sr. I don't think people are doing it enough. I think we're kind of getting to that point where everyone wants to talk about the Logano's of the world and guys like that. Joey Logano ain't got shit on Dale Sr., okay? And that's all due respect to Joey Logano, but I just, I got my, official Dale Sr., fire retardant jacket here. And you may see me combust into flames today because I look so goddamn good. But that's why I had to wear it. You're going to sweat through it. You're going to sacrifice a little bit for a guy like Dale Sr. on a day like this.
So when you go home at night, you're wearing that jacket you told me.
Every night.
Do you talk like this as well whenever you go home? Or?
Honestly, I don't even recognize when I'm doing it. So you guys, I'll watch the tape back, obviously, after the show today, and maybe I do sound.
You didn't hear it there?
No.
It's kind of like the Tyrese thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Two different. He has two different. He has two different dialects.
Yeah.
That's a pretty interesting.
So to me, I sound the exact same I do every day. Now, you guys are telling me I might sound, I don't know, a little more Southern fried. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. Maybe I've been reading too many McGee articles. Maybe I've been watching too much.
Reading the articles?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you got to say it out loud in your head and whatnot. Maybe I've been watching, too much Marty McGee on the Southeastern
with Parker McCollum.
Exactly. Parker McCollum was on there. I've been listening to a lot of country. Listen, it's summer. It's summertime. The weather's hot. So, it does crazy things to people. This is my true self, and if you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself, okay? Because I love it. I love it. I love Dale Sr. I love this jacket. I mean, it's the Intimidator.
You love Sunoco?
Can you explain what the hell's going on? Why are we doing this?
Like I said, it's the 4th of July this week, brother. I mean, what do you mean? He's an American icon. He's an American hero.
Amen. Let's go to one half of the hammer. Cowboys. He became a cowboy. You have somehow become whatever.
Listen, I think he drove in here in his Chevy Monte Carlo, serviced by GM BF Goodrich earlier with his Sunoco gasoline and his Goodyear tires. I think you look incredible, my friend.
Okay, all right. You two battling. He's got a South African accent. You got a Southern accent. I'm excited.
No, what happened is we got together last night. We watched the Earnhardt doc on Amazon that just came out recently. It was
to
awesome.
die for. It is unbelievable. It's probably the best piece of content I've ever watched in my life, and I knew that going in, but I was just like, you know what? Let's just make sure. Let's just kind of take the temperature. And
it's on Amazon, right?
Yeah, 4-part series. It is unbelievable. All the stuff you thought you knew about Senior, I mean, it doesn't even scratch the surface of what was beneath that man, what was beneath the hood.
Did you learn anything about Dale Earnhardt?
You know what? Once I saw it. I didn't watch it yet, but I wasn't a fan of motorsports till recently. Sure. Obviously saw Dale, know of him, American icon, as you said. Right. You know, born in the 50s, born in the South. Okay. So immediately I got to do some research. I got to do my own research. Sure. Went to ChatGPT, typed in some questions, some words, some hot button topics maybe, sure. And he came back clean. So hey, Dale's good with me. Raise hell. Praise Dale. He is Black Knight. I had some friends growing up. That was one of my nicknames, Black Knight. Don't ever call me that again. There's only one Black Knight, and that's Dale. So I can't wait to watch him. His son's a good man too, man. His son's a great man.
You and ChatGPT. You and ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, ChatGPT. I don't even really Google anymore. ChatGPT, and look, once again, born in the South, 50s.
Just have to see.
Are you sure? Can you do a little more digging?
Clean bill.
We're good. We're clean.
Okay, that's good news. If we could get Ty next, can we get a Ty next to? What an honor this is for you right now.
Unbelievable. It's the best day of my life. Best day of my dadgum life.
I like that. I like what you're doing.
Are they gonna do it? There we go.
I mean,
who's who?
Drink it in, America.
Like a mirror.
Does this feel good for you?
Even the jacket.
This is awesome. I'm not kidding. This is the best day of my life.
All right, we'll move on. We appreciate you doing that. Have you been witnessing Ty Sr. here today? Did not expect this, did not know this. Kind of a nice little treat for a Tuesday, I will say, AJ.
Yeah, an absolute treat. See, and every time he pops back up, especially on the one shot, when you see Ty Sr. I feel like I'm watching Dale Sr. I feel like this is Dale Sr. reincarnated. So I'm guessing Dale Jr. and the rest of the fam are really enjoying it today.
Yeah, and this is not real.
Whoa. I saw that at the break, and I almost said, hey, listen, D-Bone, just because you're a fat sack of lard doesn't mean you got to
I said the same thing back here, Ty Sr.
Thank you very much, Gumps. You don't have to give me 8 necks, okay? He said, well, guess what? That was Croc. I mean, you know what? I don't give a shit about me, okay? That is a disservice to Senior, okay? Because if you put some fat schlub with 8 necks right next to Senior, what do you think he's going to think when he's looking at that? So maybe we could take another one where I could actually lift my daggum head up and I don't have a bunch of fucking necks, and I'm sick and tired of this shit. Bullshit.
Senior's 8 feet tall, too.
Yeah, well.
Did I see NASCAR tweeted this out too?
I think I did.
I don't know.
I think they might have
picture, but I know NASCAR did. Sorry, let me assume the position again.
I see it.
Yeah. Just poke your chin forward a little bit, maybe, or something. There it is.
You got something else coming today, Bone. I'll tell you that.
He's been fired up all day.
And you know what? I haven't said a thing because usually, I'll ruffle his feathers a bit. I'll go in there and say, Jesus, Bones, is the 8th bag of chips you've had today. It's 10:15. Slow down a bit. I haven't said any of that stuff lately because I've been, he's a good kid. He's a good boy. And I just been trying not to ruffle his feathers. Boy, I tell you what, I'm going to be counting his calories the rest of the week.
Someone better.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually just texted and said, long time coming, bro.
Oh, my.
Touche.
Fair amount of jokes.
All right. That's amazing. That's because a 4-part documentary on Amazon. That's why we got this today.
I need to watch that.
Connor's wearing short sleeves, so I think the office is in a good spot temperature-wise.
So hot outside.
Yeah, I wore some short sleeves yesterday. I've learned that if I can get to 11, usually 11 is kind of the deciding factor where it either, hey, put a jacket on, Connor, or
a jacket.
You know what? Let's just.
Are you okay? You look a little pissed off.
I'm not pissed off. because, just when talking about this type of stuff, it is hot as shit in this thing. And rightfully so, because you got to earn
fire
it.
suit.
Exactly. It's fire retardant. I said, there's a chance I might combust into flames. And I was, taking it to the cup pretty hard with Dale Sr. earlier. And I worked up a pretty good sweat doing that. It's hot in this thing. It is. Today of all days, I'd say if you want to drop the temperature another 10 to 15 degrees, I'd be with it.
Okay, I'll think about it. Certainly, Connor is the one in charge. Remember the thermostat?
That is not true.
We have found
that is
the proper
not true.
Temperature in here. It is a consistent hot outside, so I think that has helped with maybe the inside. But I'll tell you, you walk outside, then walk in here, it does feel cold in here. It's a nice little breeze that you get as soon as you walk in here. The air conditioner is working great. Thank you to the air conditioning people.
I saw Senior hit a nasty jab step before we went live.
Here he is. Here it is.
Boom. That guy's up in the air. He's gone.
Sunglasses on. I don't know how you saw the hoop.
The audio
likes to go fast, baby.
The audio isn't there either, but when
you can hear what he was saying.
When he gathers, you can hear him go, Senior, and then he lays it in. It was right on the money.
Buckets.
Senior, to the cup. To the cup.
To the cup.
That docu-series has really inspired you.
It did. It did. What are you going to do?
Going to watch it later.
You didn't dump your pants today?
No.
You paid your respects? Mm-hmm. Pretty good day, I think.
Pretty damn good
When did
Tuesday,
it become the plan, Ty? When did this become the plan to be Ty Sr.? Like what time?
When you didn't feel like changing, getting out of bed this morning, right?
Exactly.
Is that why?
I didn't shower this morning getting out of bed, and I had the sunglasses on already, obviously the mustache and whatnot. So, this is kind of just like, if I can, bite off Tony earlier to Glenn Powell, sometimes if you feel it, you just chase it. And
that went really well, too.
Did it?
Happy 4th of July. That's,
yeah.
I don't know.
259 years since we beat your ass, Nigel.
Oh, jeez.
So many friends of mine across the pond. I wish them all the very best. Have a great holiday with your family and friends. And thank you as always. I love coming on your show. Really appreciate you having me on. Have a great holiday, lads.
And that's why America won.
We love you,
baby.
brother.
That's why
We love you, Nigel. We fucking love you. All right, we appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. Nigel, see you later.
Hey, Nigel.
How many years?
259, baby. 260 next year. I mean, that's a big one. That's a big anniversary.
It's a long time.
Got to appreciate that. He had the U.S. Open hat on, too. He knows.
Well, it's 4th of July. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, they must.
What do they call us? Colonies?
Colonies.
No, they call us something, though. Some of the British people.
Stinky
Stupid Yank? Yeah.
I mean, I've been called a stupid Yank everywhere, yeah, for sure. There's something else that I think they say.
All I know is they're just going to be saying to themselves on Friday, like, damn.
We let a good one go.
We did it again.
We lost a good one.
Yeah, they throw a bunch of tea in Boston on
I think
Friday.
they should call us saviors twice.
Okay, I mean, that's certainly a part of the conversation as well. They were with us, though. You got to remember that.
What happened the last time England was in penalties, by the way, in a big international tournament?
I don't know. Gumpy, can you tell us what England did?
No idea.
Grazie.
Italy. That was the Super Duper Euros, or wasn't it?
That was Euros.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the Super Duper Euro tournament.
Oh, yeah, Euros, yeah, penalties, yeah, blew it. That's what we do. England just gets as far as they can and lose in the final.
Yeah, well, I wonder if England knows this, but Ponch and the boys are coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're bringing hell with them.
Yes, we are.
I don't like that Nigel just he didn't even think about giving USA a chance.
Yeah, he laughed. You beat Costa Rica, tied to Costa Rica. You have to do better than that. It's like, we beat Costa Rica.
Yeah.
We got to win.
So soccer guys don't respect PK wins?
Nah,
not against Costa Rica.
Not against Costa Rica. But last time the English laughed at America, I think, was 1776. And then what happened?
You tell me.
And then what happened? Who won that, huh? Nigel, you asshat. Can't understand that guy, man.
No, it is hard to understand what he's saying.
There's guys chewing on rocks. I got no idea who's winning Wimbledon because I didn't pick up one thing from that interview.
It's the favorites on the men's side and maybe
Madison Keys
or
and Amanda Anisimova.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
That's what he said, though.
We can't confirm. I don't think anyone can confirm that.
He said
Game, set, bet, brother.
There was a
game bet
match. Yeah. What are you doing? Jeez, what are you doing ruining an entire thing? You're Canadian with ties to England. You should not be talking. That's betting weekly. Game, bet, match.
Oh, I misheard it. That's on me.
No, it's like game, set, match.
Exactly.
Oh, like a tennis.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why we had
game, set, bet might be better.
He was talking about tennis there?
All right.
I got something better for him. Dental floss. Okay? It's real simple.
Nick, we know that England doesn't have two things: AC, toothpaste,
Dude, that might
and
have-
dental floss.
I love England. I've been there multiple times. It is it's a beautiful place. Stayed on a golf course one time for our game in London. Then obviously stayed downtown whenever we had the WWE event over there. It's like I've got a chance to enjoy all of England seemingly out in the land and then in there. Not all of it, but you get it. The people are hilarious. And I think Nigel would take that as a sign of respect, what you just said about him.
Yeah, but people in England just need to stop using freaking mustard for Listerine. Like you don't need to do that. You can use
That
the
is
normal
not
stuff.
that is not an accurate depiction, I don't think.
I think
in
they do that.
2025. Zach Boston Connor, who looks very cool today. You
too.
Looking that cool while watching tennis. Are we evolving?
I don't know. Is this what it's like to kind of to be with the paupers, if you will?
Yeah, the paupers are the opposite.
I knew it. I knew it. When I was thinking about saying it, I waited a second and I said, just go for it. And I knew it was wrong.
Yeah, pauper, I believe, is short for poor person.
Oh.
Pauper, I believe, is the word. So it'd be the complete opposite if you're going.
And your outfit's worth like what, $2 million? I think you paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, what's a thing like money to a guy like?
How hilarious is that though? That word pauper. I was called that one time. And it was
who?
Awesome. Yeah, I had no idea what it was. Dap the person up.
In Europe or?
America. America. Dap person up, leave. And I'm like, I heard what that pauper, nobody's ever called. I thought maybe he thought my name was Pauper or something like that. Looked it up. Looked it up and it was like, oh,
this asshole throat
He was just calling, that was all. Yeah. So it would be the complete opposite of Wimbledon. How do they do the swing?
The no-handed
flip.
swing deal.
Yeah.
Wow, they're swing. I don't
You
understand.
can do it. You just got to commit. Go ahead.
That one's so good.
No, I have done this before, and I've hit the bat with my. It's been not a fun.
A lot of wrist action.
See, but it looks like they're defying physics.
Just
while
like
they're doing it.
Travis Pastrana told you last week, you just got to commit.
Yeah, but to a car, I think I would do that. Or a motorcycle into a foam pit, I would do that. This one's like the worst type of punishment, like getting your knuckles just.
Connor said you could do it, right?
Wood.
Your face. I've done it once.
You've done the bat thing?
No.
But dressed like that, you
Just like that, I know I've done it once. Yeah.
So you say with the way you look right now, you know that you've definitely done the bat flip thing just because how cool it is?
Exactly.
And how cool you look.
Yes, but
what are some other things that you know you've definitely done?
Just simple 900 in the half pipe.
Sure.
Let me think. I mean, basically anything that is interesting. I believe I've had a perfect bowling game 300. Pete Weber, actually, I'm the only one to beat him.
Heads up.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Didn't you 180?
Yeah, I've had 180 in darts, of course. Royal flush. I mean, there's just so many different types of things that I've done. Dressed like this, of course. You know, I've been on America's Got Talent.
I heard you judged America's Got Talent.
Yeah, judged America's Got Talent, and as a judge, was given the golden buzzer for myself to go through to Hollywood.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how good they liked me there. And look, I told them I can't have this.
I already got a job.
I'm gonna have to turn this one down. I'm sorry. It's a great opportunity.
That's very cool of you to give your spot to somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire made it all the way to the $1 million. Said, "Shut up, Regis. I'm actually not going to answer the last question. I'm leaving."
When that happened?
It was a while ago.
Last year?
No. Regis was dead. Rest in peace. Yeah, actually, I was there for him. I was a pallbearer in his wedding in his jacket. But there's a few. There's been a lot of things that you guys don't know about me when I'm looking like this that I have in fact done. I mean, I'm just glad we're not talking to Joey Chestnuts today because I've actually beaten him in a hot dog eating contest. What do you think he was doing last
Oh, you do look like you could gobble some dogs.
Look, last July 4th.
This guy's gobbling glizzies.
Last July 4th.
I don't like that happened. When did that happen? The glizzy. Was that you?
New school dudes.
Glizzy wasn't me.
It
I've
sucks.
asked.
I don't like the. I just don't like saying it.
It
Like,
sounds
I've asked that question. Like, when did it?
like something different.
It sounds dirty.
Yeah, it sounds like something different. But I
It's
think
from the DMV. I think Wale made it up.
No, he made a.
Put your left hand up.
Who are we?
The Glizzies.
no, he did not do that or the Commander song, which is what that actually is. Wale is back in the lab, though. I do believe from what I've seen from this. We should all be very excited about Wale being back in the lab. Mitt, good work, buddy. Mitt let two high school seniors into the into the property this morning and said it was his food. And
how's my food? Fuck.
they were doing graduation pictures in front of our building.
I've never seen an outfit like that.
As we're going, what was the hat he was wearing, man?
He did say though that afterwards, when he realized what he'd done, he went out there and said, "You guys gotta get the fuck out of here, dude."
It's not my food.
They
Fuck.
fucking peeled out. They peeled.
They did.
He let a car in. That's my food. Let it in.
And they were wearing full graduation gear, taking pictures.
Yep.
And he didn't know what that was.
Right out the front door. We're going live. It's literally as we're going. The punter's like, there's 2 graduates out front taking photos or whatever.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Mick goes, "Oh no,
I'll handle it. Fuck these people, dude."
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice about change their life. We're in this thing together. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you all so much. Team on me, team on 3. Way to go, Mitt. 1, 2, 3, team. Goodbye.